Kick your summer off in style with the brand that's reinventing men's basics, Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is so much more than just underwear. Their full collection includes t-shirts, polos, button-ups, shorts, pants, swims, and so much more. With light and breathable fabric technology, Mack Weldon keeps you cool and comfortable all summer. From work to working out, happy hour to playing with your kids, Mack Weldon has men's essentials for whatever your day includes. I love the Mack Weldon socks. They're soft, breathable. I can walk around all summer long. And when I'm sporting those Mack Weldon swimmers, the Vesper Polo, the Maverick Tech Chino shorts and Radius short, I tell you, I'm comfortable and casual, and I'm looking damn good. Dive into Mack Weldon's swim line with trunk and board short options that are quick to dry and have four-way stretch fabric. When you're not in the pool, Mack Weldon's new Maverick Tech Chino short and Radius shorts are the perfect additions to your summer wardrobe. Mack Weldon also has a free loyalty program called Weldon Blue with shipping for life. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code PEASANTS for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness.
No! Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 900 what is it? Or 896. That's it. And we're here. And I think I forgot to share the screen with Steve. Is that right, Steve? Okay. All right. Sorry. I'll fix that here. My bad.
I know what you guys look like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. Steve, it is so like for the Pacific Northwest, it is crazy hot here, and it's honestly, in 2 days, it's going to be the hottest day in recorded history here ever.
Yeah, it's supposed to get. It was like 108. It's supposed to get. Now I lived in India, where it was. It peaked at 121.9, which is about 50 degrees for those weird metric people. That's called hotter than hell. Yeah, it is dying here. We have the AC on. It is excruciating hot.
Yeah.
But, well, hey, hi guys.
It's supposed to get up to like 115 degrees on Monday. Here.
I never thought that I would survive a global pandemic only to be cooked alive out in the open.
And here's the thing. Billy dresses the same whether it's like 0 degrees or if it's, I guarantee you, he'll be on Monday when it's 115 degrees outside, Billy will be wearing the same shit he's wearing here. It doesn't matter. It's a hoodie, a t-shirt, and pants. It doesn't matter. Literally, it could be snowing and he'll be wearing this same shit. And he'll go to the beach. He'll wear this shit. I'm not saying the exact same clothes, but the same like typical setup. You know,
no, I've got shorts on. Mostly I like skivvies, but I've got like a light shirt on. I'm excruciatingly hot. And no, this is a pentagram here. Somebody had asked in back of me. Yeah, I'm not wearing one. This is actually my ear.
How does that
this
work?
Would be cool if I would have had a pentagram on. That would have been kind of cool.
How does it work for you like that? Because I could not be wearing that. I'd be sweating my ass off right now.
I think I'm thermal.
What does that mean?
I think that my body is so big that it doesn't get too warm or too cold.
He radiates the heat out because of surface area.
Yeah, I've started getting colder when I started losing weight, but I started gaining weight back, so I didn't really get cold at all this last year during COVID. Oops. But I definitely, I think...
But what about getting too hot?
Well, that's the thing. I'm more worried about my skin getting burnt by the sun.
Yeah, that's bad too,
So
for sure.
I just wear long sleeves and try and keep my face out of the sun so I don't get facial burn.
Well, they should try to get about 10 to 15 minutes of sun every so often, but not with like a 11 plus UV. Right now down here has been an 11 plus UV index, which is insanity. That's way too much to go out in the sun on.
I just want to look pretty and youthful my entire life, so I wear a hoodie in the frickin' 115-degree weather.
He has to maintain that porcelain face.
That's really why you do it.
I'm acclimated, yeah.
I'm darker than he is. That's weird.
If it gets really warm, like really warm, and I start to overheat, I could take this off. But my body's acclimated for extra heat, so like if I need to, I could remove this. You know, that's my backup plan.
Everyone, please like the stream. And before we get on, by the way, this is our Saturday bonus show.
Yeah.
This show was earned by our gracious and generous fans that contributed to last week's goal, and this is the goal for the show next week. Throw us a couple bucks. We're going to try to hit that 100% before the end of this show.
I think it's kind of unfair, Ben, that I have to be really warm in this room, but you can just go frozen.
Oh, am I frozen again?
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, I'll fix that in a second.
Too bad you're not actually frozen with ice cold air.
Let
blowing
it go,
on your
Billy.
body.
Billy, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So we're having a big sale. It's the DP Summer Sale. Link in the description. All of our shirts, every shirt in our t-shirt store is currently 25% off. So it's 25% off your entire order if you use the code DPSummer21 at checkout. It's all down in the description in case you forget anything. I want to show you. This is the new Ben and Billy shirt that's available out there. It's the best seller as of current. Some of these other
he's wearing
shirts,
short sleeves.
that is, well, he does wear short sleeves under.
Yeah, and
I'll
that's
tell you
my
what,
vest.
though.
That's my vest attire. I used to wear that a lot.
When Billy's on stage, because the lights are super hot there, normally you wouldn't wear a hoodie then.
When I was on stage, I would wear short sleeves and I would wear the vest that I had, the battle vest.
That was a cool vest.
It was a lit vest.
These other shirts, some of these shirts have been around a long time. They're all 25% off. There's Gymnastic Park,
CJ,
Manatees, Macaroni and Cheese, which is also, by the way, available in mug form now. There's a few people have bought the mug, which is awesome. These shirts, the old like hashtag band shirts, those are all out there, and the classic Smoke Pan Everyday shirt. Check that out.
And the summer sale, all the shirts are 25% off, but if you think that's cool, the pants, the DP pants are 100% off because we don't have DP pants, so you have to take them all the way off, and then you'll be no pants dance off. That's pretty cool.
No pants dance.
Yeah, just wear a DP shirt with no pants. Pants off, dance off. 100%. Pants are 100% off.
Well, they do have it in sizes up to 4T. So if you're tall but not particularly stout, it would probably fit on you like a dress.
Yeah, if you're tall and chunky, get a 4T and sip a 4T.
A
40 ounce or a faux T.
I'm a large. I'm trying to get down to a medium, but it's never going to happen again.
Yeah, that's where I fluctuate in between, is large and medium. I'm kind of in a medium range. There's some mediums that are a little too tight. And then
right? Is that weird? Because I'll get some underwear that I normally would be like a 34 to 36, and it fit perfectly. But on some other brands, nope, too tight.
Yeah, sizes vary.
Go
There's
36,
no
38.
there's no actual standard of clothing measurement. It's all estimated.
Nope. I knew that long time ago when I worked for Kohl's. I was like, that's bullshit, because you don't even know who has the higher one, who's the lesser one. So, yeah. And I ordered stuff online.
That's why I haven't bought new clothes in quite a while. I was sent a bunch of new clothes by Mack Weldon, which, by the way, thank you, Mack Weldon. But I haven't actually shopped for clothing recently because I like to try clothes on, you know? So
you can't. Yeah, you can't. Right? I mean, so a lot of my shopping I did online too. So, I mean, I ordered some underwear, 36, 34, 36, and actually they fit great. But I was kind of concerned because normally I'm a 36, 38 because I had put on a little bit of weight.
36, 24, 36, Steve McRae.
Yes.
Baby got
if you
back.
want to know my underwear size, if you want to send me a pair, that's fine.
Steve, do you ever walk into a room and think to yourself, damn, I'm caking?
Sprinkle some love and donos in for extra sweetness.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like this dream.
Yes.
Do what they say.
Caitlin, thank you. Yeah, like this dream, guys. Merrily, 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 merrily. Be sure to like this stream.
This stream.
First thing I do is I like the stream when I come here before even go on air. So what'd you say? I like, do I like caking? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you ever walk into a room and look at yourself
How's
like,
caking?
damn, I'm caking?
Oh, is that something like, I'm like something everybody wants to eat because I'm scrumptious or
Yeah,
something?
if you got like a nice thick cake booty, like a cuttable booty that looks like
no,
booty cheek is
actually,
caking.
I have a pretty small butt. It's
Booty
actually pretty
cakes.
nice.
Your
I
butt
don't have a big
cheeks.
booty.
He's rocking a Hank Hill.
You want to see? I mean, are you asking me
No.
for pics? I don't mind.
I don't
I'll
know.
send you-
All right,
I'll
moving
send
into
you
the
photos.
news
I'll let
segment.
you
Here
know.
we go.
Let me see right now.
He called me sir and got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against
Wow. They're laughing at us. They're laughing at us.
DP Action News.
DP Action Nudes. And you better well learn to love it.
And you better well learn to love it. Yeah.
All right. So they had an official government UFO report on those UFO videos that leaked a while back.
Yeah.
And they basically didn't really answer anything. Here's
Damn
the
it.
story on that.
You know, after months of anticipation, the U.S. government finally released their report on UFOs late Friday. But it didn't answer the question. What are those mysterious flying objects spotted by U.S. military pilots?
My guess is that it's probably top secret aircraft, and they don't want to say what it is because they don't want that to be public knowledge.
Didn't
That's
they
the most
say-
plausible answer.
Didn't
in
they
my
say they
opinion.
don't know?
Yeah. No, they
Pilots.
know. I'm sure they know.
They know,
I
but
think
they're not going to say what it is. They don't want to say it.
The thing is, it could be a whole bunch of different things. But let's watch and see if they say
In
no.
recent years.
This morning, U.S. intelligence and defense officials are scratching
It's
their
a
heads,
seagull.
having
Bird.
examined
Yeah, that's bird. I said it's
I know
a
it's bird.
seagull.
144 reports of what the government calls unidentified aerial phenomena.
Now, some of them move in a way that a bird could not possibly move, and at speeds that a bird could
I
not
disagree.
possibly fly.
I disagree because when you're looking at relative velocities, and so when you see things take an acute angle, or it looks from your perspective, and I just think those people don't recognize it from the angle they're looking at. But I think a lot of them are birds, weather balloons, drones, and like you said, I think there is top secret non-alien aircraft.
Right.
It's either from our government, could be from some others, but I think it's our own. I mean, they did this with the whole Lockheed Martin SR-71 Blackbird, the whole thing for Groom Lake. That was all to cover up our own technologies, and of course they love that alien stuff. I mean, because they know it's not true, so it's misinformation.
Right.
From 2004 to 2021, but could not identify what 143 of the.
And I want to put this out there. The likelihood of life on other planets is totally different than the likelihood of life forming on other planets and them traveling through interstellar space from some other planet to our star system.
Yeah,
And make
Unless-
it
we have never been visited.
Here comes Billy's contrarian take.
Unless they brought life here and they come visit to check up on us.
Sure, 4.5 billion years
Well-
ago, they just said, you know what, we're going to seed this planet and wait 4.5
If
billion.
they
years
might have
or
found a
something.
planet
They
where they
would have
could
just
see.
built a Stargate. They don't need spaceships.
Well, no, we can't. We're not necessarily a Stargate. We don't
They
know.
would have just built a Stargate.
We don't know if they have Stargate technology, but imagine.
We don't know if they have interstellar technology.
We don't even know if they have corporeal bodies.
Yeah, we don't
Imagine-
even know if they're smarter or dumber than us.
Imagine if we knew
Right.
how to find planets that our life could live on. If we knew how to send like one-way trip orbits there, and then could populate the planet with a one-way seed, we would do it, right?
Well, yeah, and I think we can one day.
Yeah,
The
we're not that
problem is
far away from that.
Well, the thing is that the
We
age
are
of the Earth
very
will-
far
will-
away from that.
Well,
To
yeah,
another
thousands
planet
of
that
years.
we could live on without having to create like an infrastructure to keep us alive. We have never even put people on another planet in our own star system. You're talking about traveling through interstellar space. It would take like generations
Yeah.
of people. You would need people like having families and living for generations on a starship, controlling the population on it, having enough food and whatever, because we can't travel fast enough to get there in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I think we can. I think there is technology,
We might be able
supposedly
to.
in theory, that allows us to do
In
that.
theory.
But here's the problem.
He's saying
Even if
we're
we
close
did-
to it.
No, we're way.
I think
eons.
we'll do it by like 19
But-
or
19?
20,
I would say
35 maybe.
No.
Year 3000. But here's
No.
the thing: the Earth is going to be so old that even if we did get to another star, right? You know, the Earth is going to be aged quite a bit, and who's going to be around to even care?
Right. Yeah, and the more interesting way, because obviously in science fiction they've come up with ways to explain humans traveling to other star systems in a way that, you know, like in Star Trek they do warp speed, which is several times faster than the speed of light. And then in Stargate they have like the portal Stargate. And then another time, in a lot of them, like in Dune, they bend space. They bend space together,
Yeah,
like
it's
2
like
points
this.
that are
Right.
far apart, and get them to like bend together. That one's always struck me as a little more interesting than the others.
Well, because it's mathematically possible.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it.
The way
like-
a Minkowski space would actually allow you to do that, but you need a lot of energy to do it.
Yeah. I don't. If we could somehow, by some miracle, find a way to travel the speed, even close to the speed of light, I don't think human beings could survive traveling at such velocities. In Star Trek, they have inertial dampeners, which is supposed to like dampen the inertia from traveling at such a fast speed. But that's a whole other thing they would have to invent.
It's not so much traveling at the fast speed. It's a change of acceleration that gets you. If you're at a constant velocity, no big deal. But what the big thing is it's not so much the inertial dampers, which, you know, they go right immediately to warp drive. That's what that's for. But it's deflectors, because if you're going at those high speeds, anything that hits that ship, even a micrometeorite, even a proton, is going to do catastrophic damage to your hull, or at the very least produce ionizing radiation. So you're dead. You're going to die if you're going at those speeds, because anything that hits that ship is either going to punch a hole in it if it's big enough, or at least produce radiation that will kill you. So
I don't want to die.
Don't get on an
don't go
interstellar
in space.
starship. Yeah.
I promise you guys I won't get on an interstellar spaceship.
I would do the thing where they shoot you up just outside of the atmosphere and they let you float around for 11 minutes and then they bring you back in. I'd probably do that. I'd be pooping myself when they do that launch, like, because they take you up in a normal kind of airplane device. It's not just like a 747, but it's like a launch pad airplane, and then your rocket like shoots off of that out of the atmosphere.
I would do that if you were allowed to have sex while you were up there.
The scariest thing would be the landing. Like
allowed
coming back
to,
in.
or they give it to you. If they give you the sex too, that'd be worth.
No, I'll bring my own. I'll bring my own beer.
You bring your own sex? Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring my own.
So you guys would go
someday
up with Musk?
probably. I don't know
You guys
how
would
well
hang out
you'd
with Elon?
handle weightless sex.
I'd have to know. I'd have to try.
No, Billy, not Elon. Excuse me. That's Jeff Bezos. He's the one that's taking the trip.
He
Would you go
is.
up with him?
Bezos.
Yeah, him and his brother are going to do,
would you do
a
it?
flight like that.
Would you do it? with
I
him?
would do it. Yeah, I would. Like, how many?
Not a chance.
How many people have been in space? I think it's like
Don't
less
care.
than 500 or something.
Yeah, it's not that many, but it's still. I have no desire to go into outer space unless I'm on like a Star Trek D class. You know,
You want
maybe,
the
but-
comfort space
Oh, yes.
travel.
Oh, yeah.
You want comfort class.
you know, like camping, glamping. It'd
Yeah.
be like that. Be glamp spacing. Yes.
Called UAPs
Lazy.
were. Among the possibilities they considered, debris in the air, atmospheric conditions, secret U.S. equipment, a foreign adversary's advanced technology, or simply other. U.S. officials reported they don't have enough data to place the objects in any of these categories, but a senior U.S. government official said there is no evidence they are extraterrestrials. Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson agrees.
Yeah, what? No shit.
If you want to tell me they're
it'd be good to film that.
extraterrestrial aliens visiting, I just need better data than what you're giving me. That's all. Better data.
In 18 of the incidents, the objects appear to demonstrate some advanced technology, like remaining still in the wind, stopping instantly, or moving extremely fast with no visible propulsion. Technology the U.S. is not known to possess.
Not known. Not
Yeah, and I don't think it's even
known.
technology per se. But don't you think about this. You know, we were so paranoid during the Cold War when it came to Russia. We think every country is out to get us, and maybe some of them are. I think China definitely, with their technology, wants to hack us and do all kinds of things to our electronic structure. But here's the thing. if we for a second thought there was aliens wanting to do this, they would take a lot more proactive proactive response to these things. We don't see that happening. The government hasn't done anything. We don't care.
Do you remember when the stealth fighter came out? Like
the B-17 stealth fighter?
Yeah. And I guarantee you that if someone was just on the ground back then, when it was first being tested in the, what was it, like early or like mid 80s when it was invented, I don't know, something like that, they would have thought that that was an alien ship. It didn't look like a normal ship. And
we'll say with the SR-71 Blackbird, when that was tested at Lockheed Martin, Groom Lake, they needed a long landing strip for it. They knew that people would see it. They didn't. The people would have no idea what the hell it was. It was alien to them, and I mean alien as a fact that they were no idea what it was. So of course, their minds go nuts when they have to fill in the blanks. We see this happen all the time, and the government's fine with that. Government doesn't have to do shit to put out disinformation. They just let people think what they want.
When I first saw it, the stealth aircraft when I was younger, when like
F-117, I'm sorry,
when the images of it first leaked, I thought it looked like Batman's airplane.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was like it came out a couple years after the Batman movie when he had the bat wing.
Yeah,
it looked a lot like that. Yeah, which was pretty cool.
Can I give my theory on aliens?
Yes. You can. Yeah.
All right. So here's why I think aliens are real and how they exist.
I think they're real.
So
I don't think
why they're here on our Earth. So big thing happened in 1945, right? We went nuclear. We dropped a nuclear bomb. That set off a trigger. Shortly after that, we had the Roswell landing,
which is total bullshit. There's no evidence.
That was a Mylar balloon. This is like every plot to every.
If
movie
that's the cover up,
because
you have to remember you got to have a cover up. But when you think something is fake, like you're saying, you know what proves that it is real?
Israel?
Israel, because Israel began within a year after the Roswell landing. 1948, what? Israel came. Yeah, 1948.
Cancel Billy.
Israel came. I think the aliens and Israel are working together.
Don't say this.
I think that they're working.
Don't say this. This is fucked up.
It makes sense.
No.
The timeline's there.
No.
The timeline's there.
The views of the host may not necessarily reflect that of the guest.
And I think that they remain secretive.
Okay.
They remain secretive, and that's fine.
Okay.
The timeline's there, guys. Look at the timeline.
I'm gonna go with Ben on this one. I do think aliens are probably existing in some capacity. I think alien life is teeming in the universe. Do I think it gives a shit about us? No. Do they even know we exist? Probably not. Have they been here? No. And it might be obviously more intelligence than us, but it'd be a completely different way. I think it's based upon biological considerations. But even then, I mean, look, there are a lot of species that are very similar to us that probably evolved, coextensively with us in some ways, but maybe a million years from now they will be intelligent, just like some alien race that just similarities. People, look, life has similarities across the board, right? Bilateral symmetry, ability to have opposable thumbs. All these things is because it works with nature, and so I think that aliens exist on some planet. They're going to have very much similarities to us in some ways. It's going to be anthropic.
You would think,
Don't you think in some ways? Yeah. I mean, we recognize these are auditory things. These are ocular things.
That's assuming that we're the only recipe for life like this, right?
It does, but it seems to be the only case. If life is based upon DNA that we know of, how would it be based upon something else? It could be, possibly, but the odds are pretty small.
Like, do you think life can exist without water?
No.
Are you sure there's not like a whole different element or something, a mixture of elements?
I don't think silicon can do the same thing as carbon can. Carbon is very, very.
But that's just off what we know
for a lot of things, right? I mean, even the most basic of structures all require some kind of carbon to it to have some kind of constituency to organic life. So I don't see silicon having those affinities. It's similar. Right?
But it might be something we don't even know about, right? Like it could be something completely out of our knowledge.
If it's so foreign that we can't even conceptualize it, then why bother even trying?
Right.
Well, because maybe there's going to be a way where we can communicate through these planets, and even though we can't visit them because our existence would destroy. Like if they came to our planet and they weren't built to exist on our planet, they would die immediately, right? So maybe
Probably,
that's
yeah.
why-
World of Worlds was based upon that, right? And same thing. We have a whole microbe in our bodies. Most of our living cells in our bodies are from foreign species. Okay,
Yeah.
What is it? Gut flora, fauna. It's like 40% of our makeup is not our own.
Yeah, the aliens that were like taking over Earth in War of the Worlds all died off because of microorganisms on Earth
They didn't have
that
the
killed
immunities
them.
we have.
Yeah.
Right. And so if we go to another planet, we have to figure out a way to have that biodome as well.
And by the way,
we need to figure out how to bring all that with us.
That story was written in the late 1800s. They had an understanding of that sort of thing back then. You know, like even in fictional work.
So yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult to go to make habitable another planet. Yep. Or have them come visit us. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, this was a nonsense report. I looked into it. They didn't say anything about it. You know, they just said, yeah, it's not aliens, but we already knew
And
that.
by
But
the way,
it's just
the aliens in the movie Signs, water killed them.
Yeah.
Which was very
You think they would have done better research, right?
Right.
Because it rains
They're
here.
like, what is that blue stuff covering almost that entire planet?
we tend to avoid planets that are toxic to us. Like, I don't think we're ever going to land on Venus.
Right.
It'd be, because we're
We
not
are
going to walk
sending a
around
probe to
without a suit of
Venus, though. Did you hear about that? We're sending a probe to Venus.
Well, we've sent probes there before, and they had that story that they thought there might have been microbes in the atmosphere. Found out that was wrong, because they see these gases like methane and other types of gases that are carbon based. They think they're based upon some biological
Only
source.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Not Ashley asked if I could tell you guys what happens when gravity stops working. Nah, that was a don't know. So when gravity stops working, what happens is it goes on unemployment. I don't fucking know. I'm not. Steve probably knows.
Paycheck protection program.
Yeah, like if it stops working, does that mean that like we stop rotating on the axis around the sun that we're rotating on, and we float out into space and disintegrate? What's keeping the water on Earth? Or does it all just drip out into droplets?
Water doesn't stick to a spinning ball.
Yeah. Does water stick to a spinning ball?
That's a flat earther argument, right?
I prefer. I think if gravity stopped working, boobs would never sag. So they just start floating around like balloons.
That's weird.
I don't think
Anyway,
they would float necessarily, but
here's
The
a
West
story about
Coast
our weather.
racing for what's shaping up to be a historic heat wave. Scorching temperatures
We're
expected all the way up
dying.
to Seattle, and Rob is in Portland
no joke.
with the efforts to keep people safe in this
I blame
extreme-
Idaho. This is
Good
all
morning, Rob.
Idaho's fault.
Hey, good morning, Eva. Just when California and the Southwest was getting out of their record-breaking heat wave, getting some relief, now the Northwest is in the hot zone, and we're likely going to see some all-time records fall here over the next few days, and it's going to be a long-duration event as well. So we're just getting started with this, but the temperatures climbed into the 90s here in Portland yesterday. Seattle got up into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. People trying to enjoy that warmth. It won't be so enjoyable over the next.
Where is this? Do you know where this is?
This
Looks like Lake Washington. Or maybe Lake Sammamish.
This doesn't look like it's small enough to be either of those, right? The houses on it make me think
it doesn't look small.
It doesn't.
I don't know, but I would
no,
not swim in lakes knowing what I know about lakes nowadays, ever again.
I don't Lake Washington's way too far apart, right? Like unless they had an inlet somewhere, maybe
Depends on where you are. Yeah, I mean,
next few days they'll be cooling off.
No
in the,
running,
or if it's
pushing,
Mercer
or
Island,
diving.
Mercer Island in Lake Washington, you can see like the other side pretty
Possibly,
close.
yeah.
and the lakes and the rivers where that water's pretty chilly, so that poses its own danger right there.
There's
112, 114 Palm Springs. Yeah, I mean, I lived outside Palm Springs. It was 114 was average. I mean, we literally when you live in Palm Springs, you put on a parka when it hits like 102. It's nice and cool.
By a Rex block high.
You're chilling.
Over low block, that means that this pattern's not going to change much over the next few days. Could see all-time records.
No!
116. And you got 100. So you bitching about 103. I'm only about 2 hours from Palm Springs, if that, about 90 minutes from there.
They said
It's
we're
hot as
going up to
shit down here, dude.
115, but this is the difference, right? We're not used to this psycho weather.
And
I don't care.
Also,
Get used to it. It sucks.
Also, because of the way the climate's been here for the longest time, most places don't have AC installed. Like most apartments, most
You're not,
older
you guys
homes.
don't know what it's.
Yeah, we're not
No, I
prepared
lived
for
in
this.
Seattle. It was always nice and cool when I was
Yeah.
up there. It was I say it's a joke, but it's not. There's 3 states of weather up there. Just had rain, raining, or about to rain. That's it.
Not
That's the only thing that
anymore.
exists.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
We have
got beautiful weather,
wildfires. It hasn't
Mm-hmm.
rained in like 2 weeks now.
But that's weird because when I lived in the early
Oh.
90s, that's exactly what it was.
All the grass turns brown.
None of us are ready for this here in the Northwest. It'd be like a nymphomaniac going to a Star Trek convention. Those boys wouldn't know what hit them.
Yeah,
That is one-
I have very little empathy though, because I mean I've been in that kind of heat for most of my life, so it's hot.
07.
So you're used
maybe
to
108
it.
today. The peak of the heat comes tomorrow and
You should have
Sunday
empathy
and
for
Monday
us.
with
because we're not
111 potentially
prepared.
6 states in the
That's
heat
like
wave,
saying I have no
24 million
empathy
people
for a
under
little
heat alert.
baby
And
because
this
it has to
heat wave is now
learn how to
going
swim when I
I
throw it
have
in
no
the water.
empathy
I've been
because look how
swimming
white
my
you
entire
are.
life.
It's like you haven't seen sun since you were 3.
I haven't. I'm a sweet boy. Is this maybe Green Lake?
I don't know.
Southwest.
This event is
Skyrocket
really
in
have never
flight.
seen computer models show temperatures this hot for this area, and it's astounding. It really is.
Multnomah County has opened these massive cooling centers for anybody that needs to
Multnomah
escape
County.
the heat.
So
providing
that's Portland.
food, water, cots, and most importantly, air conditioning.
And dozens of places across the Seattle region are opening their doors to help people escape the heat. In this part of the country, not all homes have air conditioning.
That's what I just said.
This is truly
Yeah, that's
dangerous
true.
heat. Our evening lows are around our average yearly highs for
Yeah, so the lows, at 2 in the morning are normally what our high temperatures should be on average around here. So we've got like 79 degrees at night at, like 2 in the morning.
I remember last time we had a heat wave, the grocery store over here was giving out free bottles of ice water.
Oh, yeah?
I want
That's
to go
important.
get ice
water.
water.
You got to have.
I want to get some free waters.
this time
The
of
biggest
year.
issue we have down here are people that try to go hiking. We have a lot of trails around here, and people love to go nature walking, and I can see why. It's great, but you don't want to do it at 114 degrees and not bring a couple liters of water, and they underestimate how much water they need, and they end up getting heat exhaustion.
This looks like that almost looks like Bellevue from Seattle, like across
Yeah, it
Lake
probably is
Washington.
because this girl looks like a Bellevue girl that's dating
Bellevue
a
girl.
tech guy.
Yeah.
This is a tech guy because his
Yeah,
body,
but that's Bellevue, like on the other side over there.
his body is
Bellevue
chunky.
girls.
He's got his hair long. He's able to be a little coder dude, and he's got a girl like that. Unless
Is
that's
there
her
such a thing
brother,
as
this is
people being
Bellevue.
acclimated
He's a
to this sort of-
multi-billionaire.
No,
What
I
are you
wasn't
talking
saying
about?
this is Bellevue. I'm saying Bellevue is the tall buildings on the other side of the water.
People live in the desert Southwest. Are they
you
used
sure?
to this? And in the Northwest, this could be more damaging because we're not?
I don't know.
That's
I'm not
part
sure.
of our concern is that the body can acclimate
There is a
somewhat
beach
to the
in
heat,
Bellevue,
but it takes
though.
about 1 to
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Kirkland,
so whether
Bellevue
this
area.
hot so early
No,
in
like
the summer
downtown
means
Bellevue,
that
there's
in
a beach
addition
down
to
there.
the heat itself, we haven't had time
There's
to
a
get
ton in
used to heat,
Kirkland,
and
too.
our
You're
bodies
right.
haven't had a chance to really.
Okay, so that's Seattle.
Yeah,
from-
this is Lake Washington. No, that's
no,
Lake
it's
Union.
Puget
This is
Sound.
Lake Union here.
Oh, is it Lake Union?
It could be okay. It could be Puget Sound from west, or it could be. Yeah, fuck. I'm not sure if it's Lake Union looking in against the
Like
the water.
Gasworks?
Yeah, Gasworks area.
adapt yet.
Maybe. I'm tripping, dude.
And boy, do you feel it already. We just had the summer solstice, so the sun is as strong as it gets this time of year. This is dangerous stuff for this part of the country.
That's Alki. Yeah, Alki works.
Yeah. Yeah, I went
The
to
technical
Alki
name
for the
it in
first time.
Science is called. There's a name for it they have in science. It's called hot as fuck.
Yes.
That's what it's called.
You went to Alki for the first time?
Yeah, just recently.
One of the great
couple weeks
One of
ago.
my great memories of Alki is like when I was 15 years old. My grandma, my mama took me to this old house that's from like 1908, and they cook fried chicken in it, and it was delicious fried chicken. But the house was like literally a log cabin. They turned into a fried chicken restaurant, and it would always burn down because of the chicken fryer. It burned down like 7 times. Finally, they were just like, we can't have this here anymore. But it was the best fried chicken ever, and it was in a log cabin. You'd think that they would have moved it to a better place, and you could have the delicious fried chicken in a house that wasn't built to burn. But we'll never know. It's called the Homestead. It was
Someone
delicious.
said in the chat, "Are you serious? Are you not from Seattle?" They said it's Alki. I said it's Puget Sound.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Billy doesn't get out. How the hell would he know anything about Seattle?
Yeah,
He's never left his house.
I'm under a heat stroke right now. My brain's not working. I'm drinking so much water so that I could like stay healthy and hydrated and not
coffee
die.
too. That's weird.
I drink a lot of tea today.
I like hot coffee. Actually, when you want to cool down, you should actually drink at least lukewarm fluids because it equalizes your temperature and you feel cooler rather than drinking cold water.
I like cold water though.
I like cold water too, actually.
I woke up at like 11 a.m. today and went to play Magic cards from noon until the show started. And so I was in this air-conditioned card room drinking tea, just eating little snacks and drinking tea all day. Now I come here, and this is uncomfortable. The level of heat. I think that we should cancel the show and play Magic cards in the Magic card room.
And it's cooler down here than it is outside. There's no AC, but outside it's over. It's like 100 right now.
Yeah.
Down here it's probably like 75, something like that.
It's only 89 here, which isn't that bad right now.
Oh, you were telling us you had no empathy for us.
It's 107 tomorrow.
You're only 89. You have no empathy for us.
We have to watch
How hot are you?
I'm too hot.
It's
right
about
now oh, you're at 99. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
It was at 100 earlier, but down here it's probably like 75 or so because we're partially underground. It helps a lot. Here's the Karen movie trailer, and I had no idea that this is being produced by BET.
Yeah, it's BET had the trailer. This
Black
is
Entertainment Television.
Yeah, this is some next level non-intentional comedy.
I like the woman they got to play the Karen.
Taryn Manning?
Yeah. I mean, like she's doing it.
She's great.
Yeah, she's doing it pretty well.
You know what movie she was in that was awesome? Crossroads. Britney Spears' Crossroads. Taryn Manning has been in some quality films.
Let's check out this trailer.
She was in 8 Mile too, right? Maybe I'm wrong about 8 Mile. She was in 8 Mile. A film by Coke Daniels.
Away from East Point.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
This looks terrible, right?
She looks like a Karen, though.
I feel like they did some prosthetics to her to make her look that way.
Her hair color. What's she?
Tell me about your new neighbors. They're black.
Right
I
off
like
the
how
bat.
that's the first thing she
right
says.
off the bat, they're black. Like this is beyond Get Out levels of.
Listen to what she says to the black people laughing at the restaurant that she's at. This is fucking.
Keeping it down. If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
She said, "Keep it down. If you don't comply, I'll tell the
They've
manager."
already made this. Is this already out?
She's using her superpowers. It's made. I don't think it's released yet. She's the evil villain, Karen.
I have to see this movie. I have to.
Yeah,
this is a must.
right? She's installing surveillance cams.
Hi, I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor.
Her name is Karen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be taking your trash cans off the curb right when the trash is picked up.
Oh yeah, she's like, yeah. I don't want to see your trash cans out in the street.
Yeah, I'd be like, no.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, if you want to pull them down for us, you're welcome to come bring them up on the property.
I'd be like, in fact, I'm just going to leave them out there all the time.
Yeah.
Now.
Did you watch her in Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, Pennsyltucky was her.
Yeah,
character.
Pennsyltucky. That was one of the best characters of all time. Her acting was brilliant. I mean, I love her. Huge fan.
She hosts.
I don't recognize the hair color.
She hosts like a pool party in Las Vegas every week. It's like she's like the guest host at rehab.
She seems so cool. She's the football player's cousin or something.
It gets
Eli Manning and
Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning. Well, they're cousins or brothers.
Eli and Peyton are brothers.
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute. We have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen. Okay, enjoy yourself.
Oh, she brought over
slaving away in the kitchen.
But I think they imply that the husband
Well, she brought over pineapple upside down cake, right? You think she drugged the husband?
I don't know.
And rape him?
I don't know.
Awesome.
What kind of Karen do you think she is? Wait,
and then she gets recorded for social media right here in the movie.
This looks like Rachel Dratch is playing this on Saturday Night Live. Like this doesn't seem like a real movie.
Suspecting teenagers.
Suspecting?
Can you please hurry up? Please, they're very aggressive. Yep.
I left my wallet with my ID
at home. Leave us alone. We didn't do anything.
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood? Next thing you know, we have criminals. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her and her brother.
And her brother.
Oh, her brother's a cop.
What's his name? Is his name Kyle? Is it Karen and Kyle?
She doesn't like black people.
We have a search warrant.
Well, I'm black. I know, she doesn't like you either.
I want to sell the house.
Dark as shit.
What I do? You can't tell me, huh?
It's terrible.
She has a Confederate flag. Yeah, she has a Confederate flag like soap dispenser.
Yeah.
What?
That's.
You should see what her towel hanger is.
It's a. Oh God!
Don't
made
do
out
it,
of
Ben.
bone.
Hey, you're the one making Israel jokes.
It wasn't a joke. It was a
I'm not
theory.
even
her house?
joking on that, Ben.
It was a timeline theory. It adds up.
Listen to what she says. It's like it implies a lot. Hold on.
Racist. You went in her house? You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret. She went to their house with a pineapple upside down cake. I'm calling it right now. She drugged the cake. He ate the cake, and then she went in. When the wife went to lay down because she was drugged off the cake, she went and raped this guy.
I guarantee you,
and
this
he came to
does
mid-rape.
not happen.
I don't think that's a plot.
Yeah.
Why not?
Standard police procedure back there.
He
What
came
do we
to
have
mid-rape,
here?
And she's like, "Oh, you like this?" And he's like, "Oh, my wife, I cheated on her."
Very angry.
Shut your mouth.
There's a part where she's like, "You're just slaving away in the kitchen." It's like,
Dun-dun-dun.
wow.
Bad things happen to people that don't comply.
You know, it's so funny that they have to. And by the way, I applaud this. I really do. I applaud this. But it's so amazing that it's such a prevalent phenomenon that it's so based and ingrained in our culture that this type of person does exist. For them to make a movie about it, it's not even. It's more like a documentary. They're just actors, but it's probably based upon shit that actually does happen.
I think technically it's a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it seems like a psychological thriller.
It's
right?
propaganda.
It's not. I don't going to call it propaganda because
propaganda.
again, it's based upon shit that actually probably does happen.
Scare tactics, propaganda. This is no different than what was the Reefer Madness?
No, it's not.
This is no different than Reefer Madness. They're trying to make us think
this is your
all
brain
white
on
people
drugs.
are evil. And here's the deal, guys. Most white people are stupid, not evil.
Well, first of all, let me ask you this: why do you have to differentiate white people? I think just people in general are generally stupid. At least the more that I would say, at least the high concentration.
They're playing on
groups,
all
like
the tropes
Trumpsters,
of the racist white neighbor, the racist white Karen, right? They're just
because there's a
beating
lot of them, and they do exactly this stupid shit.
Yeah, but now
And they're funny.
They're not going
funny
to
to
watch
watch.
this
Enjoy
and
it.
become self-realizing. They're not going to realize. They're going to become self-aware. It's going to be other people watching it and be like, all white people act this way. And then they're going to come beat the shit out of my Aunt Karen just because my Aunt Karen because my Aunt Karen wants to help them take their garbage cans in. Oh, you need help with the garbage can? They beat her to death.
Her name is Karen. She deserves it.
Probably.
And she's your aunt, so.
Here's
my aunt is racist.
Here's which one should I do? Oh, WGN anchors mispronunciation of Pennsylvania Dutch country. Let's see what this is all about.
Here's some other great town names. Latitz.
What? No, that's not right.
Right. B-double-O-B. Boom. It's
B-double-O-B. Boom.
La teats. Can I ask the producer, did she say that right?
I don't know. That's how it's spelled.
You got it right.
It's spelled.
No, it's Lidditz.
Lidditz. It's Lidditz. Not Latitz.
You were in the ballpark.
What sort of background music are they playing?
I don't know. It's like a sad violin.
I know.
You're thinking of that club that was down in Kankakee that Paul and I used to go to.
That's a different
place.
That's actually funny.
Look at how it's
Yeah, I've seen that before. The latest thing. The tits. reminds me of a Saturday Night Live skit with when they had Sean Connery on Jeopardy. He was always mispronouncing things. Take tits for 100, Alex.
So there's more.
I'm sorry.
No apology. You made it a lot better.
I think when funny people or when unfunny people say something funny and then they get laughed at, they get uncomfortably like embarrassed and then just laugh to like deal with the uncomfort of being someone being laughed at.
Yeah.
That's what this is, right? She's just because she's going through like some awkward, uncomfortable stage.
I agree.
Let's beat her.
I don't think she's even that uncomfortable.
Let's watch this crazy news story. This is from years ago, but it is interesting.
What happened inside this home last night?
When the time comes to defend yourself, you best do something.
The words of the 80-year-old homeowner who confronted two robbers.
Yeah, this is from like 6 years ago. I saw this the other night, and it just I want to watch this again because this guy he's psycho.
Yeah. I think he would have gotten arrested if this had happened now.
Maybe.
I walked in on them, and they downed me. They jumped on me in the hallway.
But Tom Greer says he managed to get his .22 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. He says when that unarmed couple saw his gun, they took off out the back door, and he followed.
The lady didn't run fast as a man, so I shot her in the back twice. She's dead, and they told her off, but he got away. She says, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant with a baby," and I shot her anyway.
And I guess from the story is that he drug her body back into the house and like the garage to try and get the man to come back so he could get him.
This is some real dark stuff, actually. I haven't seen this one before. This is dark.
Yeah, no charges were filed against him.
See, in California, there's a limited castle thing, but you can't go chasing after somebody once they are no longer a threat and shoot them. That's considered.
She was like, "No, I'm pregnant. Don't shoot." And he's like, "I didn't care. I put two in her back.
One bullet."
He put two bullets in her back.
Shot her twice. Yeah, so.
Yeah, one for her and one for the baby.
Yeah, that's dark.
That's so fucked. I saw that and I was like,
don't invite this guy to parties, man. Jesus.
No, invite him to parties. Just don't do any shots. Don't do any shots.
Yeah, that guy's killed before. That is not his first.
Yeah, he probably went to war and just.
Yeah. Or I'm thinking worse than that. I check his basement.
Worse than war? No, I think that he was a war man, and he probably spent the last 55 years of his life.
Said vet. They love throwing that out there. If he was a vet, they love throwing that out there. I mean, he could have been, but usually that's like one of the things. Veteran shoots, invaders or something.
I mean, the age he is, he probably was a vet, right? 80 years in 2015, that would have put him back.
What's that got to do with anything?
He just does, like, Billy will assume something, and then he will just bring up any point he can think of.
The majority of men back then were in the army because the draft was still open, right? Makes sense, right?
Can get everybody.
It got every able-bodied man. The guy lived to be 80 and could shoot people two people down. I think it's relatively
I
okay.
have to agree with him. The chances are likely that he may have served at some point, but you can't.
Why not? Why can't you make that assumption?
Well, because it's facts, not evidence. It's just a random assumption.
We don't need facts. This isn't a fact show.
It's possible.
It's a comedy show.
I'm a facts person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a facts person, but you're on a comedy show.
What?
I'm fine. I'm fine with you being a facts person.
Billy maybe occasionally, but you ain't funny. No, I get it. I mean, I see what you're saying. There's a possibility he might have been, but don't you think though that they would have played up that angle? They love throwing that shit out there.
I don't think so because he murdered. Well,
he murdered two fucking people.
You have to call this probably a justifiable homicide since he didn't go to jail.
It's not murder because he wasn't charged with murder, right?
No, it's not murder, but I mean justified as an ethical question.
Well, it's got to be like what is it if it's not murder?
It's
murder's a legal term.
Yeah, murder's a legal term.
Homicide.
Homicide. Yeah.
Yeah, justifiable homicide.
Yeah, a justifiable homicide if he didn't get charged, right?
Right.
Wow.
Self-defense is probably. I mean, like.
And if the story's true, where he drug her body back into the house to catch the guy.
They did say they attacked him at some point before he grabbed the gun, but then they were running away. I don't know.
And she said, "Don't shoot, I'm pregnant." And he's like, "I don't care. I shot her twice. She's dead. The guy got away."
Bet that guy's going, holy shit. I wonder if he's still like, yeah, I'm just glad I'm the faster one, or, you know.
I mean, the mother of his child and his baby both died. If she was pregnant, I wonder if she was actually pregnant, or if she was just saying that to get some sympathy before her death.
It's dark either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like now, I don't know. I don't see how he wasn't charged. Were they like, he's old, don't charge him?
Well, they were in his house, so like, you know.
When they're fleeing, though, I don't think.
Yeah, it seems weird because they're not in any immediate danger. In order to have a justified shooting, you need to feel like your life is in danger. And if they're obviously leaving, where's the danger?
Cops usually tell you to like shoot and then deal with it later, right?
Well, sort of. I mean, in California, it used to be, hey, if you shoot somebody outside your house, drag them, inside, kind of thing.
He did drag her inside, according to the story.
Yeah. Okay. Billy's like, what in my life got me to this point where I mean, poor Ben. He's like, what in my life got me to this point where I'm sitting with Billy talking about this?
Oh, I know.
It's cool.
I think we're going to read the Streamlabs, and we'll move on to the next part.
Yeah, everybody, if you want to get some Streamlabs in right now, we got this goal to hit. We're 61.23% of the way. Locust God said, is the silicon-based life they show in Star Trek actually something that could exist? Not that it does, but could it?
Anything could, right?
Anything. No, it actually brought up the gravity. Caitlin, again, thank you for the big 20 for the extra sweetness. Egghead Show said, how do you guys get 115-degree weather in Seattle and in Dallas, Texas, a.k.a. the Devil's Armpit? We get a high of 82 with a 90% chance of rain on Monday. How, I say? Well, Egghead, this is how.
I totally forgot. I'm gonna be in Dallas on the 12th, and I won't have time to visit with Egghead.
Oh. We're being punished. That's why. We're hellions.
Yes.
CJ
I'm
Halliday.
in Dallas, but I'm
Sweetboy
only
Gang.
in Dallas for 90 minutes. So
Only for 90 minutes? That's long enough to meet up with Egghead and have 3 or 4 orgasms.
Mine are his.
Egghead's.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give him multiple orgasms.
No, if I'm
in
not
that
going to
amount
get something out of it, then I don't really want to hang out.
Aw.
I would love to meet.
Are you a selfish lover, Steve?
I mean, if we're going to have 4 orgasms, I think it doesn't, it's not a big deal for me at least to have 1, is it? I mean.
Yeah, what about the total combined number of them is 3, right?
I'm a selfish lover. I get them all.
Oh, damn. All right.
No, that's why we're never.
I get the orgasms, but like you can swallow them if you want. That's fair.
Okay, if I meet up with you in Dallas for like 20 minutes, do I get a 5-minute handy or something?
Woo! Get an egg beater?
Okay, that was funny. Yeah.
Wappa 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 wappa.
Was that all of them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I don't want to play too much of this, but I do want to play the clip because I saw this the other day and I thought it was pretty amusing. So Conan O'Brien is, I don't know if he's retiring, but he's leaving TV after being on,
28 years?
Yeah. He started out as the late night guy. Then they gave him the Tonight Show and screwed him over. So he got mad and left and went to TBS. And he did his last week on TBS ever. And he had Seth Rogen on as one of his guests. And Seth Rogen was like, hey, you should just start smoking a lot of weed since you're going to have some more time on your hands. And Conan was kind of like, I don't really smoke weed. And Seth Rogen pulls a joint out of his pocket and hands it to Conan O'Brien. And Conan O'Brien smoked weed on his show. I love it's almost like Elon Musk. The same face Elon Musk made. When
he looks exactly like Elon Musk with a pompadour right now.
Yeah. Here's the funny story, Ben. Here's actually funny. This is the truth. This is a funny story. I looked into this, right? And I thought he had got, because I didn't watch the episode, I thought he got in a joke from Joe Rogan, not Seth Rogen, which would have been just exactly the same thing, pretty much, though, and made sense to me. I thought of the entire time as Joe Rogan.
No.
And then I started seeing pictures of Seth, and I'm
Yeah,
like, that's not Joe Rogan.
This is Illuminati, right? This is an Illuminati. Instead of Rogan and Musk, this is Rogan and a Musk lookalike. This is exactly they're playing.
Did he really hit it? Oh yeah, he really hit it.
Oh yeah, he just blew out a ton of it.
I thought you couldn't smoke on set. I thought it was a fire hazard thing.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Fire him?
And you can smoke actually as part of the performance.
Yes, so.
It counts as performance.
Toke it up, brother.
And then he hands it to Andy Richter.
And Andy butt boofs it. You can tell Andy has smoked weed before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was not his first.
Andy's like, whatever.
He's ashing it into his hand. He just ashed it into his hand.
Savage.
That's how you know he's smoked before.
Yeah, Andy don't give a fuck.
You better hold on.
Damn it, Andy just blew out. Yeah.
Andy's got clouds.
When does this thing that's going to happen?
Well, we'll wait a few minutes and see how you feel, and then maybe you have a little bit more if you're still.
Rogan
functional.
ashed into the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Andy
I'm driving a school bus in an
was the gentleman and didn't do it. And Seth Rogen's like, fuck it.
hour.
Yeah,
this is Andy's last anyways.
This is his last show. Let the man
now
enjoy.
people are going
Who
to be
gives a
looking
shit?
for anything I do and be like, that's it!
Exactly.
Like, I'll do this, and they'll be like, he's high!
You know, when The Simpsons was at its best, Conan was one of the writers there. Also, for SNL during like the Phil Hartman era, Dana Carvey, that kind of stuff, he was one of the writers there
I've been
too.
doing that for like 30 years.
For a long time.
I was complimenting you backstage. Your book,
I'm so happy with what just happened.
It made
It's
the
weird that-
news. Something as simple as that made the news.
It's weird that it is kind of still taboo for on a cable TV network, a popular show, late night show.
Yeah, like who cares? But I mean, it's fun. I see why it does make news. I'm not saying that it shouldn't have made the news. It makes the news because it's fact. This is Conan O'Brien saying, "Look, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm done. Thank you guys." And this is, I'm going to toke it up. And I think that's his style. Like that was kind of cool, actually.
The audience that still watches cable, though, are probably going to be the ones that are most likely going to be taboo for smoking weed.
Exactly. No,
So it's like,
you're right.
It's like if this was a YouTuber on YouTube, like, we're going to smoke a weed. Like, so what?
Right. That's part of it. That's part of why it's kind of weird, Yeah.
I am actually.
I wasn't expecting any of this.
I'm not because I forgot I applied for a job at Target.
Didn't he? When I was reading about this, didn't he say something about, because he's like, this is how naive I am or something. He thought that Seth had pulled out a birthday candle instead of a joint.
Yes. He was like, this is how lame I am. I was like, why does he have a birthday candle?
Yeah, I bet he did think that. I bet he probably did. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, he's good. These two are great. Honestly, Conan and Andy are great, and like together, they're really good. Like,
Yeah, I've already found. I found them to be funny.
I worked at a call center a long time ago, and Andy Richter called, and I got his call, and that was like one of the weirdest things ever. His real name is Paul. His first name is actually Paul. Anyway. Yeah, I got the call, and it like. I had a recording, so we didn't have to say the same shit over and over and over again. And it was like, can I have your name, please? And I heard Paul Andrew Richter. And I'm like, no way. And it was him. There's no way it was not him.
Did you resolve his issue?
No. But he was all right.
I'm laughing way too long.
That's weed.
I'm laughing way too long.
If I get to Seattle, you guys are going to smoke me out. Although I take edibles, I don't want to smoke because I quit smoking like almost 6 years ago now in December. So I don't want to smoke, but I'll take an edible.
Okay.
What about vape? Will you vape, dude?
I don't see, but isn't that like smoking?
I mean, it's no smoke.
But
But it is like you inhale it.
It's that feeling.
You inhale it. But yeah, there's edibles all over here in the greater Northwest. So we got you.
Tasty
And you're an
stuff.
expertise. You have expertise on that as well.
Man, I'm just gonna get you a bottle of weed soda. And make
Yeah,
you
the
drink
weed
it.
soda's good.
Weed soda.
Yeah, they got weed soda.
Yeah. Is it supposed to burn? It kind of burns in
It's
there.
very much supposed to burn.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Oh, he did take it then.
Oh, yeah.
Your body.
Right, because I sucked it in. Right.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I love it. I love it how Conan's high. That's
I like
pretty
how
great.
controlling
Yeah, well,
I
he
am
doesn't
about it.
probably smoke very often, so one hit probably he felt it, I'm sure.
He's never smoked weed before in his life ever once.
I don't know if that's true.
Probably not.
No, I don't think that's what he said. I think he just said he doesn't partake.
I'm
but
like,
yeah, he said
I'm like a narc that they to prove that he was not a narc.
It's true.
Took some, took some drugs. Yeah.
Don't they make the narcs take all sorts of drugs
I
before
have
they become
no-
narcs so
I
that
have
they
no-
can handle them?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but that sounds like a job for you.
I'm a sweet boy. I don't do drugs. I'm
You
basically
wouldn't-
drug
no,
free.
you would do. No, you
I'm
wouldn't narc
basically
them.
drug
That's what
free.
you're supposed to.
I'm on
You're not a
Adderall
narc.
right now.
Are you?
Are you?
I
Really?
took an Adderall for my Magic Card tournament.
I noticed you're different.
Really?
I just wanted to be
Yeah.
hyper focused for my Magic Card play.
You are very focused. I can tell.
No, I like it. I like him like that, but it's just I think if I ever took an Adderall, I'd probably
Guess Conan's
have a heart
age.
attack.
Guess
Conan's age?
Yeah.
53.
63.
Is he in
You said
60s?
hold on. So Steve said 53 and you said 63?
Yeah.
He's 58, so I think Billy was closer.
Okay.
Pretty close.
We'll
I
split the-
think
we'll split the
we
difference.
literally split the difference, right?
Is it down the
53
middle?
plus 5
Okay, yeah, you're
is
right.
58, and
Yeah.
63 minus 5 is...
Yeah, you're right.
So
I'm
Steve
bad at
would have
math.
Steve
Split
would have
the
won
difference.
if it was close without going over, and we
Yeah,
tied otherwise.
exactly. I mean, it was a Price is Right. That I
Yeah,
have it.
Price is Right rules.
He's 1 year of age, right? I won. Yeah.
Oh, who's
Getting
1
over.
years of age?
And the Price is Right. You build $1, so I'll just say 1 year. 'cause you went
Yeah. Yeah, one year age, and then they'll be like, well, that makes him the sexiest 1-year-old.
I have something great for everyone I'm going to play now, and I hope you all enjoy it. Please give us a like, if you could, please. This is... I'm just going to play it. I'm not going to say what it is.
Whoa! Fucking Asperger's. I'm surprised no one's done a fart compilation of all of Cobra's nastiest farts. King Cobra JFS fart compilation. And
I'm surprised no one's ever done that.
just like take a video of me
I can't
farting.
stand this guy any longer. Ever since you brought him into my attention, he's just not right.
You're not here for a
Every
fart
fart that I ever made in a video and just like put it together in one giant montage. That would be some shit.
Asperger's. Not Asperger's.
While we're on that subject, they're all going poot, 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 poot. So I'm like, I got your poots right here.
Dude, you're going to shit your pants.
I'm sorry, dude.
Not into the spaghetti.
Flavor. Gives that spice.
I can't fart near anything with Parmesan on it. I always think the Parmesan will suck up all the farts.
A little sprinkle of.
Little sprinkle of nasty.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. I can't even handle it. It's
Yeah, I mean, it's too much for even you. You know it's got it. Because this guy's just, damn, man. I don't know how you do this, man. This guy is something else.
I'll tell you how we do it. We have nothing better to watch.
There's a lot of shit on the internet, man. That Adderall really is getting to you.
It's actually, I think I have ADHD or something because it just calms me.
Enough money, I'd be handing out tactical soap to men left and right. Going up to the nursing home and being like, hey. Walk up to every old guy in there and be like, hey man, you want to score fresh with the ladies? Oh, god damn it, they won't even notice me. I'm like, bro, you put this soap on, they're going to notice you.
people animate him now. You see that?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, and by the way, if you have ADHD and you take Adderall, isn't it supposed to like even you out or something like that? Yeah.
Yep.
Last time on Group Home, King Cobra and Dilf just
Did we already watch this?
I don't know if we saw this one. I don't remember it.
Vacuum cleaner. If you don't like it, I don't care. Goes in one ear and out.
And just an RPG still won't come out of his room.
I love restaurant. I love restaurant.
It's time for everybody's favorite reality show, Group Home.
Sounds like Dark Matter
Can you hear
2525.
me? Yeah, looks like the audio is working. Sweet. I would like to say I'm sorry for my nasty temper. You know, I've struggled with my temper my whole entire life. You know, the age-old expression, like father, like son. Jeez.
Cobra, you have more videos than I do, but they seem to love me more than you.
No offense, cool taste, but where would you be if I hadn't given you a recommendation from my YouTube channel and said, hey, check out this guy's videos, you know?
I don't even want to be involved.
It's always the craziest collection of characters that circle around Cobes.
Yeah.
I am not getting... I refuse to get involved. I am not getting involved in this. I refuse.
Spice is synthetic marijuana. You smoke it, it's herbal incense, basically. You smoke it and you get you high as a motherfucker.
King Cobra, I want to talk to you about everything that just went down.
I don't know who the guy in the orange is. I can't remember this guy's name, and they just said his name. But I don't think I don't remember seeing this guy in real life. So I don't. Is Cool Taste? Cool Taste, down in the corner. Cool Taste. It is on the screen. I wasn't staring into that dead eye. But then I noticed it. But Cool Taste is off IRL. I don't know.
I don't know.
Dragon Lord Frodo. Is that this guy?
To be honest, I'm not really that high.
Yeah, Darth Lenny is the most normal friend, and he is
Got me a broken
he's a special
baseball
boy.
bat. Not really good for playing baseball, but it's good for other things if you catch my drift. That's a lovely sound,
he's
isn't
hard.
it?
He's a hard ass.
I think he's talking about using it as a dildo.
I don't judge.
Yeah.
Probably got his proclivities, his kinks.
Yeah, he just wants to put a broken bat up his butt. No big
Why
deal.
not? I mean, everybody has their needs, right?
Give yourself the slap drop.
Would you try that? No.
No, I don't put stuff up my ass.
No.
That's since I was a little kid and playing around with Lincoln Logs.
Okay, we played entirely different ways with Lincoln Logs growing up. Yes.
A metal baseball bat. If you live in a group home, turn your fucking music down after 10 o'clock at night. Seriously. Okay, sometimes I'll admit it, I stay up late sometimes too. But when I'm up past 10 o'clock on the weekends, even on weekdays, I try to be a bit more quiet because, you know, it's just disrespectful. You want to blare your music? Get a fucking house. Get a fucking house. That way your neighbors aren't attached to the same building, okay? There was some asshole blaring their music. I get enough disrespect from
I
assholes
like how there's a
around.
cheeseburger on the wall.
Cheeseburger.
That looks a pretty good burger.
He eats burgers like an apple. Like he'll hold it like this.
It's in a way
and eat a
that
burger
I think I've seen rats eat food like that. Like rats will use their tiny little rat hands to pick up something.
Why do you eat a burger like an apple?
If somebody could get a video of a rat eating something and put it next to Cobes eating something and seeing if there is a similarity or if I'm just being terribly mean. I'm not sure.
Don't the rats more like nibble? They take little nibbling bites.
A nibble?
Nibble.
A nibble?
I get disrespect
Nipple's
from
a good
assholes
word.
on social media. I'm not gonna put up with it where I live. I could be an asshole if I'm pushed to it, and trust and believe, you don't want to see my asshole side.
I don't want to see
I
your
got good
asshole.
news.
Nope, don't want to see that.
I'm able to go home today.
Why is that guy in a thong?
He's in like underwear, right?
In a relationship,
whitey tighties.
you gotta take turns. Hold on, I gotta. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
People go through a lot of effort to animate this.
Yeah, people
I'm proud
are
of them.
obsessed with. It's kind of like how Chris Chan inspired a lot of stuff like this.
I don't want to fucking be here. Out of here.
I've been animated once.
Cobra Tales.
Thank you, Puppet Crust.
That was pretty good. No, I mean, I gotta admit that animation is spot on. So whoever Puppet Crust did an amazing job. A lot of effort.
Yeah,
I don't-
for
I just
King
don't think
Cobra.
That guy is for King Cobra, right? I mean, damn. He does good work. Whoever this guy is, that was impressive.
I have to stand up. I don't have to leave the room. I just have to readjust my underwear.
Yeah, are your balls sweating?
I don't know if it's sweating, but like the seam of my underwear has been sawing into the infusion line of my testicles this
It's
entire program.
semenly.
Yeah, the seam.
It's semenly.
The seam of my underwear is just sawing into the infusion line on my ball bag. So I have to stand up and readjust my testicular hang.
I'm sure you can manage. Do you need some help? I mean, he's right there
I'm
with
not
you.
sure if I should take the headset off or not.
You want to lend a hand to
I'm gonna
him?
take the headset off so I get maximum range.
Poot, 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 poot.
That's what happens when you get those 34s that you think are 36s. It does that. I get that. Billy.
He's stretching his undies.
Stretching. All right. That's fine. That's fine. They feel better?
I think he's feeling
needed
good.
Good. You look better. You feel like you have less angst.
Freedom.
Less
Freedom.
uncomfortability.
Freedom.
You gotta give for what you take.
Freedom.
Everybody, we are we're trying to meet a goal. If now's the time to start the tip train. I wonder. I need to put the link up at the top again, like I did last time, right?
I think you pinned it last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Those of you that want to donate directly to the Streamlabs link below, that's what hits the goal. If you guys want to check us a $2 dono, as little as $2 will help us inch our way to the goal. If we don't hit the goal tonight, unfortunately, we won't be able to have a show next Saturday.
We do not want that because our guest next Saturday is Landon Knoll. Actually.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
my bestie.
Yeah,
we've landed.
I am in love with Landon Kurt Knoll. I have been for years. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, your reaction there. I mean, yeah.
Oh, he's the greatest guy ever. I mean, seriously, he literally helped me get my computer. So I mean, we used to do a show together called DEF CON 1 Science, and he helps me in a lot of things. We're doing an episode coming up on whether math is discovered or invented soon, actually. So yes, I love Landon. He's legit, man. Straight up legit. Highly recommend your audience to watch that episode if you ever have. You've had him on before.
Yes, I have.
What if math is wrong? PT
Hammer. Tell that to Landon.
Starting the tip train.
End times.
What if math is only our way of perceiving?
Does Landon
the
agree with
reality
you on
which it
the?
describes?
Does Landon agree with you on the atheism argument?
Yes, of course. As a matter of fact, he says this. He's like, "Look, Steve's epistemology is spot on. I mean, he uses his terms differently. If he's talking to me and more educated people, he'll use certain terminology. But if he's talking to other people, then he'll use the more lax views, but he understands the difference, and that's all that matters. And so, yes, but he'll tell you they're right.
Babies are atheists. Babies are atheists.
He has said this. He has said this, Ben. He said, if you ever want to argue facts with Steve, you're going to be wrong, and you're just going to piss Steve off.
Since I donated, invested in Nokia, and hoping that these diamond hands carry me to financial success.
Yes, Tyler.
Yeah.
Is Nokia about that life?
I had no idea that people were investing in Nokia.
Yeah, I like it, Tyler. I hope it's the best. Thank you for the love.
Yeah, so Landon tells people don't argue facts with Steve. You're not going to do well.
Egghead thinks that he has an ACL tear. Well, goddamn, I hope this isn't an ACL tear. Egghead, did you hurt yourself?
What did he? You guys abuse Egg. No wonder he doesn't have more scars and shit.
What?
You guys
What do we have to do with this? He's coming in here. He's coming in here telling us all this stuff.
Once.
No, he did that to
He's
himself.
into that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't consider it abuse if
he was doing it on his own. There was one time he made $500 zapping himself himself.
If
We had
people
nothing
have
to
a
do with
sick
that.
pleasure, if people have a sick pleasure, and I help them achieve that pleasure,
You're okay with that? Okay.
Then I'm the good guy.
There was like a weekend where he zapped himself for money, and I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even I was not present.
Where did he get the idea to shock
I don't give a shit. He's a grown man.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
I love Egg. Egg is good.
I have it on good authority that we enrich Egghead's life. Good authority.
I believe that.
See, if people are into that sort of thing, it's whatever. Like if I knew that Rihanna was into having the shit knocked out of her, and that's what Chris Brown did to her, I would be like, oh, that's good for you guys. I don't know if that's true, so I'm going to assume he beat the shit out of her. But Lord Seth, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
To hell with that. What's up?
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
See, now we're back in business. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. I think we can do this. Steve, have you ever seen the Angelic Initiative?
Oh yeah, of course.
This is episode 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Angelic Initiative.
I like her. Is that weird?
No,
I don't mean like that way, but I mean I find.
Weird.
It
I have it on good authority that they constantly get "Are you single?" requests of Jamie Body Mind.
Oh yeah,
she's not. Oh no, she's not unattractive. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
if unfortunately
the mind's not there, but
yeah, unfortunately the mind comes with the body.
Sometimes you do it right. Yeah.
Episode 1234.
That's big.
She does energy healings to horses.
Hi, friends. In Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, May 22nd, 2020.
And I notice her arms are very toned. And I think that it's because of all the aerobic exercise she's constantly doing.
Definitely part of it.
Her arms are a little bit thicker than I remember.
21 in both the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind.
Oh, she waved.
The authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions.
Yeah, she's put on some. She put on COVID pounds.
Yeah, she's thick.
I think she looks the same.
Thicker. No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm wrong. I haven't seen her in ages.
Armpit fetishists, though, I'm sure watch these.
Oh,
videos.
I bet. Yeah.
Other dimensions, as long as the souls are already living
People
by
that
the
like
many,
to watch women jerk off invisible sky
to the
dicks
search for truth,
get off to this too.
community by wiser minds above all of us, and we acknowledge that for the most part that is not what the souls are doing. But if we, the host lives, don't ask for that, then we aren't doing our jobs.
What if God was one of us?
It's interesting because we've had the opportunity to have
She's into it right now.
careers. It's unclear who's
She
speaking,
yawns a
but they're
lot.
speaking about the careers of this host live.
Yeah, I feel that.
And
The
we've had a
interdimensional
career.
microphone is live for an Akashic record keeper. Good thing they got the interdimensional microphone live.
Yeah. Well, they I don't know what they believe, but the Akashic records, if that you pronounce it, believes there's actually this dimension out there that has all the information of humanity and the universe, and so we could tap into that information and get all this knowledge from that dominion or domain that the extraterrestrial records exist in. And I guess those beings she talks to are like the gatekeepers or something of it.
As a certified
They're like
public
angels or
accountant,
something.
CPA, and we've also had a career as an alternative health practitioner and another career kind of
Alternative health practitioner. Stay away, everyone. Stay away.
as a teacher of alternative health, a
She's
continuing
stroking
education
Sky Dick.
provider in multiple
It's like invisible Sky Dick.
fields
It's like she's
regarding
jerking a
alternative
horse
health
from like she's
and
sitting
a
on the
public
ground and
speaker.
reaching up to the horse.
All on alternative health and finance, bizarrely. Having taught classes.
The
in
way
both
she's stroking is exactly how
finance
you'd
and
stroke a big
alternative
old
health.
stallion.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, these are angels. They're pretty well endowed. I'm sure. I don't think they're eunuchs. Can you imagine if it started raining on her right there in the spot where she's going like that?
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah, if there was just like a big jizz riff from the coconut
And
palm
in
frond.
Somebody pour milk over her right now. That'd be awesome.
I hate sexualizing these
various
women.
facets of the
No, you don't.
career. What's mattered
It's
really is the
distasteful.
assignment. What is it that we are supposed to be accomplishing with that particular?
But those hand movements do look like she's jerking a Sky Dick. That's all I'm saying.
Everyone, please join the Discord. There's a link in the description. Down in the description. Join the Discord.
stallion.
Assignment. And we all have these soul plans, all of us. It's not just limited to humans. Equine healing practice reveals.
Yeah, she gets paid, and I've
She does
seen
the
videos
horses?
of it. Yeah, one time the horse bit her arm. It was hilarious.
No, don't bite my arm.
She laughed at it. It wasn't like a serious bite, but it was like...
It's strange that you find one person that does this, but then you find it's weird when you think that you have two people that are related that think the
Well,
same
is it?
way.
That's what indoctrination is, right?
Right.
She wasn't always this way. She used to like Star Wars and go out and have fun. And then there's like a timeline. Someone went and found her old tweets and how regular she used to be.
Oh, yeah,
Until
yeah.
one day she had cracked. And then she just starts jerking off Sky Daddy.
The same thing.
That's right.
We also, in
That's
our healing
right.
practice,
That's
had worked
right.
with some dogs, cats,
That's
horses, etc., and we found it to be all the same.
We worked with a turtle once in this healing practice. It was the same.
We worked with a turtle. His name was Mitch McConnell.
Birds are the same. It's all the same. And the question is, what is the assignment? What did we say in our sacred vows to Spirit that we would do? And during this last possibly 5 years, we've noticed an unfortunate pattern where there are lives recently born to which there is no assignment given. It's as if there's no record of the life.
I love it when they disagree. There
That's
are
not right.
times where the mom says something, and she's like, "No,
No, you're
no,
wrong.
no."
That's
How
not
come
right.
How come they don't do interviews? How come you can't get Jamie on?
They did an interview with Pay Money Wubby, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
He like sat in a like a chair, just like them.
I'll reach out to them one day. I promise.
You have to reach up. Oh, buddy mine.
I'll reach out.
Buddy mine.
What is this? Oh.
Oh.
Have you ever seen this guy?
With this is like Mind of Mencia meets the fluffy guy. Cooking with Jack. Salad night. Ooh. Is this Rich from Review
That's
Tech?
right. Another video geeked on coffee. It's unbelievable. Look, it's my Disneyland cup too. Good
Hey,
old goof.
can I
oh,
say
hey.
this right now? Fuck Country Crock. Why would you have that?
That's the stuff that's more homogenized. Not so much. It's what is it? They call it hydrogenized vegetable
Yeah,
oil,
it's like
right?
margarine, right?
Yeah.
By the way, did that
Trash.
sponsor check from Disney ever arrive? No? They haven't sent their check yet? Oh. Sorry about that.
I used to get that
There
stuff,
we
but it's not like real
It's just
butter.
a
I
coffee
never-
cup. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go to fan mail first, or emails. I don't really like to call it fan mail because I don't feel like I have fans. I just have viewers. I got this
Not with that attitude.
from Stavros,
I'm
Google's
like,
my
yeah,
stuff.
my fans, and like it's just like my mom on the couch. I'm here with my fans.
And
my
it
mom
says,
was like,
it's simple that here in
"Okay,
Germany
Billy."
we do not have some of the products that I'm showing on my show. For example, there is no marshmallow paste. You guys remember the fruit dip with the mallow mix?
Okay,
they don't
so
have
he's
that
a
in
trash
Germany.
man.
We also do not have garlic chopped in bottled water. And just to let you know, he's talking about this. Also, what else does it say here? Oh yeah, another funny thing is we don't have our portion sizes are different. So when I'm saying put in a glop of this, in Germany they're like their glop is like this, but American glop is like that.
Glop? Is that a measurement?
I'm gonna see. I'm assuming glop as a
Can I
measurement.
get a glop measuring spoon?
Glop as a measurement.
So my portions are wrong. So I'm going to try and be more specific in my measurements so that you can convert the cups or the teaspoons and tablespoons to whatever you use in Germany or any of your other countries
Glop on
that
Urban
might be out there
Dictionary.
watching. Okay?
It says the
Let's get on with
standard
the show.
unit
We're
of
gonna-
measurement used to describe one spurt of cum. I think he really likes me, Brenda. Hit me with about 3 or 4 glops last night.
Be doing it's called salad night. And what we do on salad night is for those hot summer nights, everybody's starting to complain about the temperatures right now. So we're going to teach you a dinner that you can prepare the night before, break it out, serve it. It's cold. Everybody loves it. It's delicious. And leftovers are amazing. There's plenty of leftovers. It's called salad night. And we're going to get started on that right now. We're going to show you on the show.
Salad night. So
macaroni and pork and beans.
Yeah. The first ingredients for salad night is macaroni and pork and beans.
You wouldn't put anything on the screen in your salad?
Today, 3 different salads.
The tomatoes.
One is called a tomato salad.
Lettuce.
One is your macaroni
What the
salad.
hell is a tomato salad?
And one is a bean salad.
Is
so
it
let's
just
start with
tomatoes
bean
and
salad first.
mayonnaise?
Okay, so here's the tip.
Okay,
If you
fuck
notice here
this
on
guy.
the can,
What are you doing?
I have cut it and it's sinking in a little bit. See the lid? There you go. This is what I'm going to use to drain all this
Oh, yeah,
juice
I do
that's
that
in
shit
here.
all the
You don't
time.
want the juice. Once again, do not keep
That's how
the
you
juice.
drain,
You're going to
yeah.
drain that out and
I
leave
do
the
that with
beans
tuna,
in there.
too.
Some people recognize this guy. We have never watched him before. I don't have a personal problem with him, but I don't like his cooking already.
Look,
I've got
I
rid of
have
the
a
lid now.
personal
I
problem
had
with him.
tuna today and I drained it the exact same way.
drained all the
I
juice.
love him. He's got a slap chop. I love what a fat he is, but I have a problem with it still.
And then you can see right here, look at that. There's that bad boy. You know what that is? I'm going to tell you what that is.
It's the pork.
That is the fat from pork and beans. I'm sorry, excuse me. That's what they're calling pork. It's a little square of fat.
Yeah,
and
there's like
that's it.
2 of them in there.
In this whole can, this is somehow going to add flavor. I have no idea, but here we go. Ready? Launch. Gone. All right, now, time to move on. Take the beans, dump them in the bowl. Okay, now I'm cutting a
Why do you
large
de-pork
onion.
the pork and
I'm not going to
beans?
use, but maybe.
Okay, onion
I'm gonna
and
say
bean
1/4
salad?
of it. So let's get rid of the rest.
He got the slap chop.
Hi, it's Vince with the slap chop.
There you go.
There you go.
Pretty good.
Hey, it worked well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a slap chop.
Okay, I
That's what it's
lied.
for.
That's all I need. So
That's all I need.
correction,
Just
it's
put the
1/8.
slap
We're
chop
gonna do
right
1/8
there.
of the onion. So
You
just
ever
take
heard that remix?
Take those
I
onions.
think so,
put them
yeah.
right
So
in there
good.
in the mix.
Man, I
Okay
should
with
get a
onions
slap
and
chop.
beans.
I do heaping tablespoons.
It's funny because he had the pitch man for the slap chop got arrested for slapping and chopping a prostitute.
Yeah, didn't she bite his nose?
Or his mouth, like his lip or something. I don't know.
I heard
Bit
she
him somewhere.
Bit part of him off.
You're gonna start with 2 heaping tablespoons, and you're gonna mix it in. You're gonna take a look at it and see. So
What
take a
the
look at that.
fuck?
That's your bean salad.
No!
Very thick consistency.
It's just beans
It will
and
even
mayo?
thicken more in the fridge.
No, that's nasty.
Is it
I
just
can
beans
handle
and-
the onions? You don't put mayo in.
If you want to,
want
do something like this, get cans of chili and mix
Get rid of
in
some-
cream cheese and cheddar cheese and have a bean dip.
Oh,
That's good.
You've got it all mixed.
But
the only thing you need
mayonnaise
is a
and
little
pork
bit of
and
tang to
beans?
this. You've got the
That's not
chopped onions.
good.
You got the
This is
beans,
some
mayonnaise.
this is some
and then you're gonna
whitewash
put in
bullshit.
2 capfuls of white vinegar.
And vinegar?
Don't
He's
worry if
putting
you spill
vinegar?
over a little
2
bit.
capfuls.
2 capfuls. 1,
That was like 3 capfuls.
2.
White vinegar.
That's gonna put a little tang in there. Okay. And
Okay,
you're gonna
okay.
mix that, mix
All I
it
gotta say
thoroughly.
is this: is somebody in your audience has got to try this.
No.
Egghead does.
Yes, one person. Come on, take one for the Egghead.
Egghead, make an entire meal out of this guy's meals.
His ACL is torn.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
Egghead, bring it to Dallas on the 12th. I'll meet you there. I'll try it and let you know.
You know what? Actually, Egghead,
I think
you have to
Egghead's
make some.
crippled now.
You have to make some Mayo-Oreo. Have you seen the Mayo-Oreo memes? How they have like ketchup mayo squirt bottles?
I hate this world.
It's Oreo and mayonnaise mixed together in a squirt bottle. If that's not true, Egghead, you have to make it at home. Blend Oreos and mayonnaise together for Mayoreo French fry dip. Tell me all about it, little papa.
And then when you're done, you're just gonna pop that right.
Whoa.
Like that lid right on
It's
there.
gotta settle?
And you can throw that in the refrigerator, and we'll break that out later on. But
This is some lazy cooking,
it's
man.
gonna solidify.
This is gross.
And it's gonna be great. This is something you can make the night before and just pull it out.
Guy
the day
had
of.
country crock on his counter. I knew there was a
That's
problem
bean
here.
salad. That's salad number 1. Salad number 2, we're moving on, is tomato salad. Even easier than salad number 1.
How's it more
It's
easy?
gonna be tomatoes, olive oil, oregano, salt and pepper, and water. It's so refreshing.
Is he
It's
making
so
like a
delicious.
loser
The only thing is
caprese?
I can't remember.
Why water?
I have to
Is he making like a
Check.
loser version of caprese?
Yes.
with my
Do
mom.
you think he actually eats any of the stuff that he makes?
Oh yeah.
I think he does.
Oh yeah.
I think he
Seems like, it
does.
seems like more of a troll video.
There's
It's
like
okay,
generational.
no, try this.
This is not a troll.
There's
video.
generational sadness in his face. His family passed these recipes
No, I get
down.
that. Look, I grew up thinking pizza was white bread with tomato sauce and American cheese on it. Okay, so I get that. Okay, but
How'd you grow up learning that?
Because that's what pizza was to me.
Well, you never saw pizza
American
commercials?
My mom was not a cook, guys. My mom.
But you didn't have commercials on TV?
You did not. You didn't have a Jewish mom. Okay, you get white bread. You put ketchup on it.
Jewish
You put a piece of
moms.
American cheese on it, and then you put it in the broiler. That's pizza.
That's not pizza. Jewish moms cook well. Like, you
My
guys
mom
don't
can't
make
cook.
that big old pot of stew? Feed
Come on,
everybody?
I'm not the only one that thought that was pizza growing up.
No,
I'm sure.
what our thing on a bread was shit on a shingle is what we had when
That's
we had poor
military,
meals.
yes.
Yeah, we would have bread toast with gravy on it.
I can't even remember how much oil I'm supposed to use. So let's give her a call.
What? He's calling for pointers?
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. What's up?
Quick question. How much oil and how much water do I use in the tomato salad?
Oh, that's right. You don't have any measurements.
No, and people in Germany are complaining. We got to have measurements.
I know. Okay.
She's like, oh, you're calling me for one of your fucking videos. Thanks.
Do this.
Is it a 50-50?
No, it's more water than oil.
70-30?
I don't know.
I would not use water. Tomatoes have a bunch of water in them
Let me tell
anyway.
you what to do.
Okay.
Add everything together, your salt, pepper, put it all in a bowl,
Right?
and then add some oil and add some water. Pay attention to what you're doing. Add like a quarter of a cup of oil, a half a cup of water. See what happens.
Quarter cup of
See
oil,
what happens.
half a cup of water.
See what happens.
Okay.
Doesn't his kitchen
Right,
look
that
like
sounds
it's
good.
green screened in?
Yes.
And see what it looks like.
Okay. All right. Now,
And then if it doesn't look like it's enough oil, add another quarter of a cup of oil.
got it. I got it. Okay. Now, do you mind if I put this part of us talking on the video?
Yeah, I don't want to be on the video.
You sure?
And you put it in the video anyway? Why even ask?
I love this guy. He's such a shit man.
Yeah,
All right. I won't put it in the video. Love you.
love you too.
Bye.
I love this guy. He even
just lied
cut
to his mom.
He even cut the last part out. He even cut the last part. He could have cut that out.
So
it wasn't like it
easily.
wasn't edited. He had a transition because he edited.
Look at him. Look at his face too. He's so proud of
Yeah,
himself.
because I'm pretty sure that she didn't actually want him to cut it out. She just says it, and she's like, "No, you can use it. It's fine." So he cut that part out. He's got to be a mastermind, right?
No,
He's got to be.
I love doing that to her. First thing we're going to do is cut the tomatoes. This is the quarter cup of oil. Okay, you're going to pour that in all over the tomatoes. And then just fill it up again completely to the top, and that is your cup of water.
Are you supposed to
Take
put
your
water in this
seasoning.
shit?
I've been saying since he said he was going to put water in it that you shouldn't fucking put water in it.
Yeah.
Oil and vinegar, right? Do some vinegar. Flavor
bit
that
of
bitch.
vinegar.
Oil and vinegar's fine if you want to, make it as a
I would say
Oregano.
about-
Yeah, like I could see oregano on it. I don't understand the water at all.
There should be some
Teaspoon or
basil
two.
or
no reason to put water in it.
some
Water,
mozzarella.
all by hand.
Put some
especially on a salad.
mozzarella in
Water,
here.
lettuce is mostly water.
And
You don't want to
pepper.
add water to it.
Put
I
some
could
balled up
mix this up with
mozzarella or
this
some
spoon,
sliced up
But
mozzarella.
I'm not going to. I'm going to do it the guy way.
The guy way?
No, the guy way.
Yeah, shake
Shake it up.
Yeah,
Right.
This
Shake
is
it.
the guy
He's gonna
way.
shake it.
He's
The guy
not.
way
He's
puts
not
the lid
lying.
on it.
He's not lying. This is
Probably
definitely the
makes a
guy
mess this
way.
but the guy way
I don't know.
just shakes
This
it
is
up.
trash.
Let's get
I
that
do
right
the
next
guy
to the
way
bean
all the
salad in
time.
the refrigerator. That was salad number 2, tomato salad. It's time to move on to
What the hell
macaroni
is tomato
salad.
salad?
You want to
It's
buy
not
the
a
salad
salad.
macaroni, and the salad macaroni is like little tiny barrels. They kind of here. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay, if you can't get this, go with the elbow macaroni. Now the macaroni is in the water.
That's a
It's
big
boiling.
ass
It's
Is this
cooking.
giving anybody
We're gonna
else
cook that up.
anxiety?
I'm only using
Yes.
1 pound. A 1 pound package of macaroni, and for a 1 pound try that again. For a 1 pound package of macaroni, you're only going to need about 1/4 of this tomato. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to have to take your time. I want small pieces. Okay, macaroni's cooked. I just got done straining the water. You're going to add the tomatoes right in there.
Dude, there's so much mayo right there.
Always start with 2 heaping tablespoons of mayonnaise. Heaping as in that. That's heaping, okay?
Macaroni salad does usually have a lot of mayonnaise.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm okay
And
with
then
that.
what you make it with
Miracle
Whip?
Whip?
I know.
See if
I'm
it's
okay with
enough.
Miracle Whip.
So as you can see, there's some
fuck
areas.
no.
We'll let that slide. Miracle Whip is fine.
No, this is like people who use mayonnaise in their damn salads. I understand it. The bean
No,
shit though.
mayonnaise
The
or
bean,
Miracle Whip, I don't have an issue
the
with.
bean and onion and mayonnaise was not kosher. That was the
No,
worst.
that was
They
bad.
still aren't coated very
But
well.
this
So
I
you don't
That's
want
understand.
more.
salt culinary.
One more heaping.
You know.
This is just like a
Tablespoon.
macaroni salad.
Looks like 3 is
come
going to be the
on,
magic
Papa.
number. 3 heaping tablespoons to the 1
He wants
pound
that
of
creamy,
macaroni.
dreamy.
That's a little bit
For every
heavy.
spoonful of
That's a lot
mayonnaise, you do a
calories
cap
right
full
there.
of vinegar.
Why do you put vinegar
Top it
in
off
there?
with salt.
Gives it a little tang.
Pepper.
Once it
And
settles,
You know
it's
what?
pretty
I-
good.
I-
The pepper,
really
like
long
this is the
And then
most
take a
edible
little
dish
white
that he
one more
made,
time.
and I still think this is gross.
Do you know
So
what you
we're
use
just
white
gonna
vinegar for? Cleaning your
Pop a
freaking
lid on that
coffee
one too.
pot.
Put it with the other 2 salads.
It also cleans
Let
your colon if you
Oh,
eat
man.
this shit all day.
it chill a little bit, and we'll take a look.
I like all kinds of vinegar.
It's
Let's look
time
at this.
to taste these
Is he
bad
gonna
boys.
plate this up?
That's
Are you
what
gonna
time
plate
is.
it up, or are you just gonna eat
Did
it
my
out of the?
mouth just water? I think it did.
Did your
All
own mouth just
now I'm
water?
gonna try and do this professionally. Not gonna zoom in like on the pizza video, I promise. But I gotta taste 3, and we gotta close up out of here. So let's try this. Here we go. Okay. Macaroni salad, delicious. All right, let's try the marinated tomatoes. See how those are. Okay. Just enough oil, just to coat the tomatoes. Not too much oil. The oregano sits right on your tongue. It's absolutely delicious.
Oh, really? I'm glad we're getting this from an unbiased source.
I don't trust anybody.
Yeah, I don't think
who-
his taste buds has.
Who uses country crock? I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's an abomination.
I admit it. I used to use country.
You know
Country,
what?
yeah, but you also used to make toaster pizza with bread and cheese.
No, my mom used to make toaster pizza. Okay, I did too afterwards because there was a thing, but still. Don't mess with
Like,
toaster.
isn't actual pizza what moms
No,
make
we
when
just
they
call
can't
it
cook?
pizza. That's cheap.
That's when moms can't cook. They just order.
Poor, but we were.
Wow.
Wow.
What just
Wow.
happened? Did they make gold or something?
No, we didn't.
No, we're a little bit less than 200 away, but we're at 75% of the way.
Yeah, right now we're celebrating any inch towards the goal.
Everybody there, throw us a like if you haven't already. I do want to share. Let's watch them taste the gross bean thing, and then we'll move on to the next
chopped onions
thing.
in there, softened just enough.
Yeah, the bean
There's
thing-
A little bit of a crunch. It's beautiful. This is 3 of about.
Oh, is he not going to?
Did he already eat it?
7 different salads you can make. These are my recipes. Enjoy. Keep the emails coming.
It looked like fucking dog food out of a can. That shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was gross.
We missed the bean salad reaction because that slicked down now.
Yeah, that's why. That's what happened. So, one more time, I want to let everyone know there's a DP t-shirt summer sale, 25% off your entire order. If you use our code DPSummer21, DPSUMMER21 at checkout, you'll get 25% off. There's a new shirt as well as a lot of old favorites. This is our new shirt that we have out there right now. And then you go look in our store. The store is linked in the description. There's a lot of these older shirts. They're all 25% off right now. Go there, check it out. Classics and new ones, and we have some mugs and some other new stuff over there if you want to go check it out. Link in the description. There's the link to the new shirt directly, and there's a link to the actual store with a bunch of stuff out there. And apparently people are picking them up right now. They're taking the opportunity. This sale will be going on the entire summer. So you don't have to hurry, but we are going to release some newer stuff soon that will also be under the sale as well. So we'll talk about that when it happens. Did we get any new cool Streamlabs?
We got new cool Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Coop Car with that wow. Bass Player 13 said, look up Jack's son's rap songs. Tell the devil not today. So this guy has a son that makes songs. Horse Lord 1 said Tippy Whippy time. Thank you for the Tippy Whippies. Egghead said, I literally got up from eating dinner and I felt my knee just buckle. I slapped my knee and it felt a little better. I went to sat down and I heard a pop. I currently have ice on it.
Egghead,
Damn.
you finally ate enough to where you're so fat that your knees won't support your weight anymore.
It's a structural engineering
You're
problem.
gonna have
Put some braces on.
You're gonna have to go on a diet, Egghead.
Oh.
Branded is the one who ran. What do you do when you're branded and you know you're a man?
I should have had a day layover in Dallas, so I could have hung out with him.
You could
be
be
upset.
his caretaker while you're you dick.
Yes, I have to carry him around.
Do you think Egghead would hang out with you?
I mean, if he's got nothing else to do, if he's bored and wants to slum,
I feel like he should. I with Egghead.
I'll stream with him.
Wasn't Egghead like?
Why would he not? You say Egghead doesn't like me? Because
No,
I like Egg
not
a
you.
lot.
Isn't Egghead been hit? No, he hung out with the Dot Executables. Wasn't there like a weird hangout before with Egghead at like one of the meetups back in the day? Or was am I
not with me
misattributing it?
What are you saying?
Did Egghead go to a meetup and then then leave? Like
he left early.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I was not talking about with me. Though.
I just wonder, like,
It was in
Egghead,
New
would you hang out
Orleans.
with Steve McRae?
And he said, no. Who?
Damn, Egghead.
Damn, Egg. I thought we were tight, man. It's okay.
I thought you were the homie.
Egghead, be careful the next time you eat and then try to walk again after it. You're just there. You're at the borderline of the tipping weight. So, just saying. Just saying, Egghead. Your knees are giving out, buddy. I've been there before.
Egghead said, hell yeah, I'd hang with Steve.
Pizza, yep, see?
Hell yeah.
Eating pizza every day, Egghead.
Hell yeah.
Pizza, bread, ketchup, and American cheese.
Bread, ketchup, and American cheese.
We learned something today.
Has anybody else not had toaster pizza with white bread,
No.
ketchup, and American
No.
cheese? Nobody. Not
I
one
would not.
person.
I would not be able to call that pizza. I'd call it something else. I wouldn't call it pizza.
Yeah, you know what it's called? It's called I'm fucking poor and suck.
But my mom wasn't. My mom wasn't a big
low
cook
middle
either.
class.
My mom wasn't a cook either. And like, but you know, like pizzas was like a cheap.
My
meal.
mom could burn microwave. I mean, burn water in a microwave. I mean, she just was not. I mean, her idea of matzo ball was just basically put eggs, put some matzo ball on it, and then fry it, which is kind of what it is. But it's just it was different.
Yeah.
I like one thing we would do is a cinnamon toast, right? Where we would put butter and cinnamon and
Ooh, that
sugar
was good.
on bread and cook
Yeah.
that in the oven. We'd come out, get some cinnamon toast. Like these are the poor meals that we would have. But usually it would be something noodle based or potato based, like noodles and meat, like a
I had to
stroganoff.
get older to realize I liked steak because the steak I grew up with was like chewy as fuck, and you had to put like A1 steak sauce
Oh, you're
on
one
it
of those
to-
guys. See, yeah. No, I know people like that don't understand how a properly
right
seared steak, how to
Right.
get it at the right temperature to get it in medium rare. Don't do anything past medium
Yeah,
rare.
Right,
Rare
and it was
is-
burnt normally. Or
My
like,
dad,
no-
my
no
dad
burn, no.
was.
That's not a steak. That's
when
leather.
when my parent like when I would go to like a family barbecue, the burgers were always burnt to shit too. Like
Yeah, that was one of my things. My dad was like, he liked to fuck, so he'd go camping and he would take girls camping, and then he would like cook them steaks on the fire. So like because you take a girl camping up in the woods, give her a nice
how
steak.
he sets this up.
Give her a nice steak, they're gonna fuck.
There's a weird way to go right
It
around
always
this.
has to relate back to sexuality in some
but
way.
I mean, that's pretty much life, right? That's life relates back to sexuality in some way. But that being said, I was eating the type of steaks that would drop panties. I had panty dropper steaks growing up. That's some good steaks, right?
Okay, so let me ask you this: there are a few steaks that should be done rare. What steak would you eat rare? Like any steak?
Just about every steak that's not like a certain size, like a porterhouse. I might go medium
most
rare.
steaks should be medium rare. Very few steaks should be rare. I like filet mignon, but most other things.
I think they recommend like A5 to not be cooked rare, to be medium or something.
Yeah, you want medium. I've never tried anything higher than probably A6. I don't know. That A12, A11 Wagyu looks amazing, but I'm not spending $10,000 for a steak or whatever the hell it is. It's expensive.
Yeah,
A11 is expensive.
Yeah, I order all my steaks rare unless they're like a really thick cut, or if I'm at a shitty restaurant and for some reason ordered steak. Like I'll order.
But,
steak.
Cheap steak. Look, here's the thing on steak. I do like steak. If you tenderize it properly, you marinate it properly, you season it properly, you don't overcook it, you're going to have a good steak.
Yeah.
I think people over season. I think they don't.
You don't even have to marinate. You don't have to marinate.
I don't always marinate, but
salt and pepper is like all you need on a good steak.
I like Montreal steak seasoning.
It's good. You could do
That's
do
good.
whatever you
that's
want
good.
to
I
it.
like that stuff too.
You could do
But that's
all
got like
types
a
of
corn
shit.
peppers in it.
Yeah, the little peppers, little corn peppers.
You can get the spicy kind that has crushed red pepper flakes on it.
Peppers.
And then there's a kind that doesn't have that. It has a few spices. I think a little bit of garlic in it too, like garlic powder or something.
I got a garlic pepper that I use, and then sometimes you really want to add some spice, put some zest on it, lemon zest or something to break down because you get an acid.
I use lemon zest when I cook scallops.
Yeah. That's good.
I'll make a lemon zest butter that I cook scallops in. It's good stuff.
People underestimate lemon zest. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. All right, so it's time for antagonism.
I'm hungry as shit. Who cares about this show? I want food.
Yeah, me too.
Damn it.
Here we go.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow.
I should turn off that
goddamn internet. Shocking stupidity.
Oh, don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
They're gonna touch me.
All right. What do we have here? We have Spexo. Oh, here's Spexo talking about Lady Maga, which is like a alt-right drag queen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Spexo talking about Lady Maga.
I am here with American Grayson, who has a big Telegram page called Pure Politics, and we've been
big Telegram page. Okay,
big
cool.
old Telegram page.
Talking on and off for a while. I believe he was at one of the Stop the Steal rallies. I've seen some of his stuff. Really good commentator. I saw one of his things where he interviewed that degenerate Lady Maga. So what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me on, Spexo. Yeah, I'm American Grayson. I run the official Pure Politics page on Telegram.
What kind of plate collection is that behind him?
Probably, what's to say, the Great American Revolution? Is it Revolution?
Yeah, it must be like Revolutionary War stuff.
And
yeah, they're historical plates. Remember those? They'd air them on TV back in the 90s.
And they'd have the thing that would make them spin very slowly when they would show them. Like,
get pretty well known for interviewing Lady Maga.
Would you say that hanging out with hardcore Christian conservatives, like you mentioned earlier, is actually turning you?
I think
that's Lady Maga?
Yes.
More conservative
and
inspiring you to be more Christian?
Real boner killer.
Well,
Christianity,
it's a
great religion.
How did that happen, by the way?
Well, I don't like referring to him as Lady Maga. His name is Ryan. I've met him a few times at CPAC. I met him CPAC 2020 and then CPAC 2021. I've been trying to get him.
Yeah. Lady Maga is a man. Just a drag queen. Drag queen.
Drag queen. Okay, because drag queens usually like to be, if they're men wearing women's clothes, they like to be referred to as male pronouns.
Right. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Lady Maga is not trans. they're a drag queen.
On my show to interview because this
I
is
think
just
that
like
the proper
extremely
pronouns for a drag queen are yas queen.
degenerate. And I told Ryan when I met him, you're showing up to these conservative events wearing a dress, trying to normalize drag queen stuff. And in his mind, he's like, this is about being a conservative drag queen. And I'm like, those don't exist, bro. It doesn't exist.
Apparently they do.
Yeah,
You're trying-
I can't wait until they all are conservative drag queens.
You're trying to normalize sexual degeneracy.
Yes.
And what I found out with Ryan, doing the interview, this is a young man who has not had a lot of direction in his life from a positive male role model. He's had men in his life who've
raped him.
Is that funny?
I think he assumes.
He's smiling when he says that.
I think he
laughed
assumes
after he
every
said it.
sexual degenerate has been raped, and then he laughed because he thinks that okay, that
He
was
did the same
edgy,
thing
and that's funny.
to Stevie when we
fucked up,
had him
actually.
on.
Yeah.
When we had Stevie Wolf on, he said the same thing about him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be kind to him, okay? He's had men in
be
his
kind
life
to him. Maybe he was Catholic.
who weren't exactly strong
Maybe that's
alpha
why he
males.
got
They're very agreeable.
touchy buddy.
So and most of his
Touchy-buddy.
life has been his mother and his grandmother.
Trying
and
to get demonetized.
I totally understood how having a dominant female role model could push you into this, and then not having a man there to tell you wearing a dress isn't cool. It's not going to get you friends.
What's wrong with wearing a dress? If
and
you
by
want to
the
wear
way-
a dress, knock yourself out.
and
The
by
only thing
the
I
way-
recommend is this: wear a dress that fits you.
There are plenty of moms that would tell their kid to not wear a dress. It doesn't matter that.
Well, I think they're more concerned about how other people react. But I'm like, fuck it. If my kid wants to wear, well,
And how
my
many good
daughter
friends
I'm
wears
just
a
saying,
dress.
like, he's saying it's because they didn't have a father around. It's like they're
None of that ever held true. Yeah, people
Right.
think
I'd
the
rather-
weirdest things in those things.
I'd rather be a drag queen than have collector historical plates on my wall.
When we talked offline,
I would have no problem wearing a dress if one fit me properly.
Oh,
I got the hair
he's
for
very
it.
worried
I
I'm going to
look
make fun
fabulous, and I have nice legs for my age.
of him, and that's what he's right. A lot of people make fun of him. You're wearing a dress.
But you should be shamed. There should be a stigma that is unacceptable behavior. And obviously we have some type of empathy towards him that he didn't have a strong father figure, which is a common denominator for pretty much
It has
all
nothing to do with
degenerates. It
fucking
seems
strong
like.
father figure. That's so stupid.
You don't
It
have
has a
strong
lot
man.
to do with strong father figures, but
No, it doesn't.
oh yeah, if anybody doesn't have a strong father figure, then they're gonna probably not live a sheltered life like these two.
Well,
he doesn't
okay.
even know. He's just making this shit up. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
There's no evidence for
I got a strong father
figure to
figure,
guide
so
you
I know
during
how
your
to be a
life.
man.
But you are presenting yourself as this Trump-supporting conservative, and you are promoting sexual deviancy and degeneracy. And
So does Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, a Trump supporter should promote sexual deviancy. Trump is a
Yeah,
deviant.
he's literally got a long history
Grab
of
him by the
sexual
pussy.
deviancy.
He was hanging out with Epstein, and also, I mean, it's a fact that he paid a porn star to fuck him and then keep her mouth shut about it.
Yeah, I don't see. Okay, see, here's the thing on that. I don't care that he paid a porn star to have sex with. I don't give a flying
No, we
fuck
don't
about
care.
that.
His followers care, but they ignore it when he does it.
I care.
But paying it off, and especially paying it, through we think now funds. We think that probably came from PAC funds or something. There's a whole degree of illegalities that is attached to that. But yeah, his followers don't. For some reason, they don't seem to care. They put him up as this white Jesus figure, this Messiah that's come to save the United States, and yet everything he has done is antithesis to or antithetical to Christian values. I mean, I don't know how they reconcile that in their head.
I think with Trump, the act of buying or paying off Stormy Daniels for the sex, like he's about the art of the deal, right? Like that was a horrible deal. He paid her that money, and she
Which he
still
didn't even
told
write.
everybody. She still told everybody.
You know
that's a
what?
bad deal. You're not a good businessman.
I mean, Trump's ex-lawyer would have leaked that eventually anyway, Cohen. But what's kind of weird? Not too long after all that, like Stormy Daniels came out with him paying her and stuff. She was arrested at a strip club that she was working at in Ohio. A bunch of
You don't think there was retaliation there?
a bunch of plainclothes cops showed up and waited for her to break a certain law that is almost never enforced there.
Absolutely retaliatory.
Yeah.
cross-dressing and acting like that's a conservative value. The word conservative in America just has zero meaning whatsoever anymore.
Okay,
and that's why
wait. Explain this to me. What the holy hell does what you wear have to do with conservative values? Conservative values are supposed to be political about, having things for not spending more than you get, things of that nature. Trickle-down economics, if you want to, go to Reaganomics, has nothing to do with what you fucking wear.
and cross-dressing and acting like that's a conservative value. The word conservative in America just has zero meaning whatsoever anymore, and that's why people like you and I and people like the America First movement need to reappropriate conservatism to mean nationalism, traditionalism, to actually conserve the culture of your country, because it is just degenerate.
This is all just like, blah, 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 like, I mean,
keep trying. I love that you're fighting an uphill battle.
They try on the internet when they're talking their bullshit on the internet, but they're not going to do anything, especially
Who's
now.
that one guy you used to talk about? The one that sits in Nick something, is it Nick Fuentes or something?
Yeah. Spexo's lucky he had something else to do and he didn't go to the Capitol in January. He's lucky because he probably would have ran in there. I bet you, because Nick Fuentes stood out there with all his little minions, and there was a bunch. I saw America First flags with Nick Fuentes' logo. If I saw people from those videos with like a DP logo flag running around in there, I would even if I wasn't even there, I'd poop myself.
Can we start selling red hats that say America Durst on them? Fred Durst's red hat?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
He'd probably sue us.
Good. But if we go to court, if we have to defend ourselves, we tell the judge it's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
I wish I still had that queued up. So come and get it.
It's a good time for that. It's appropriate.
Before our eyes rapidly.
Exactly. And to finish up,
Spexo says he wants to outlaw tattoos, but he has a whole bunch of them. So does that mean when the law passes, Spexo goes to prison?
Yes.
Or is it only new tattoos?
Only new tattoos.
The story about Lady Maga, Ryan, to finish up that, I came to the conclusion that for the next generation, I think he might be lost, to be honest.
It'd be very hard to enforce the law to be like, oh, only new tattoos. How would you know?
Why do you get to say who gets to get a tattoo or not?
He doesn't.
Sorry.
I'm just I'm saying his idea is stupid and hypocritical. Both.
They talk about a strong father figure. Do you think either of these guys ever had pussy dropping steaks cooked for them when they were 7, 8, 9 years old?
That's so specific.
I don't think they ever had no pussy dropping steaks cooked for them.
Apparently you have.
Hold on,
you ain't got strong enough father.
Do you mean their panties or their? Because pussy dropping sounds kind of weird.
They were sloppy, juicy steaks, but yeah, panty dropping steaks.
Fraternal organization about reaching out, young men, getting to know each other, making friends with other young men, and making sure they don't go down this same path. Because if we don't have strong male role models, if we don't have male friends, a lot of people are going to be indoctrinated into this LGBT pedophile agenda that's going on.
Whoa! How do they?
That's what they call the whole movement now.
The whole movement, yes, clearly, because there was that group. Was it the MAP or group or something like that? People.
There are maps. I don't know if they're a group,
minor attracted,
but yeah, they're.
Or something. But they were trying to get into that. Oh, we're part of the LGBTQ communities. The lesbian, gay, transgender community are like, no, you're not.
Right. Why would they want to be associated with them?
Exactly. It has nothing to do with any of that.
Right. Yeah.
That was weird back then. I remember.
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting worse and worse.
It's getting worse and worse.
Hey guys, good morning. So I have another word for you guys. The world is so, it's too much, I mean, I could sit here and be like, okay, well, let me just get away from all the noise of the people and go higher. And, I could do that, but then y'all wouldn't see any, justice in the land, because God appointed me to do these things. That's why y'all.
God appointed.
Is this Tila Tequila?
Yes,
Yeah.
God appointed Tila Tequila to rain justice down on man.
God, she's pretty.
She is. She is.
Pretty.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's mentally unwell, and it's hard to.
Gotta be real careful because there's so many videos about.
Billy, you rock.
me out there right now about the bride of Christ and all these people. That's why God said, just be quiet, you know, stop.
She's no worse than G-Man or Shani or Rev for that matter. Man, all three of them, they're unwell.
Sure enough, they've all got their issues. Sure.
Yeah.
Arguing about this because there's a lot of people out there, you know, they think they know who I am. They think they know what I'm supposed to.
Did you see the stream where G-Man, Shani, and Rev eat watermelon and fried chicken and drank purple drink?
I've heard about it. I don't remember if I've seen it or not. I may have watched a small clip or two.
It's terrible.
Supposed to do, what I'm not supposed to do. It's as if, you know, you're just sitting there trying to tell the judge how to do their job, you know? Because Satan's always like, oh, the bride of Christ knows how to be silent and not speak a word. Bro, you see how Satan's trying to always muzzle me? They always send out their satanic agents to say.
So we told Gail Schuler about Tila Tequila because they have some similar kind of stories. And Gail's reply was, oh, she sounds crazy.
Oh, she's goody. Oh, yeah, she's way insane. I don't think it's an act at all.
But then there's, but the person who said it was Gail Schuler. Are you familiar with her?
Why does that name sound familiar?
The Church of Gail. Brent Spiner.
Who was it?
The Church
I know
of
Brent
Gail.
Spiner is.
Yeah, she's.
I don't know if we've ever shown Steve Gail,
I don't know.
which is weird.
Yeah. Anyways, she is very
Gail's
much
the Empress of Earth.
Yeah, she has a spaceship church that
the Church of
Gail. I think I have seen.
Yeah,
it.
the real Brent Spiner lives on.
We've had her on the stream a couple times.
She said that Tila Tequila sounded crazy.
Yeah.
But that's like the whole study, the three Christs of Ypsilanti study
Yes.
they did many years ago. The three guys that thought they were Jesus Christ.
And they made a movie about it.
They made
right?
a movie about it. Peter Dinklage is in it. And they at the end of the movie or the end of the study, the three guys all concluded the other two guys were fucking crazy.
Yep.
They're like, oh, they're fucking crazy. I'm Jesus, but they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
The bride of Christ is supposed to be quiet and just wait, you know, silently. No, God gave me this mouthpiece. See, they're scared when I use my mouthpiece because God speaks through me. So they say all these things. So everyone, you know, thinks that's who I'm supposed to be. But it's wrong because they're just trying to muzzle me because they don't want me to release judgment. So they try, you know, to say these things in hopes that I might, you know, be quiet and sit here and not do anything.
She's also the mother of like two very young children.
Yeah, that's the worst part. It's a shame, you know, when you have a mother that is mentally unwell. I mean, as long as she takes care of her kids.
But then we saw a video of their father, and he's fucking loopy too.
But anyways, it backfired. Obviously, your plans will always fail and it will always backfire and it will always fall back on your own heads. I will heap burning coals upon your heads. Every single one of you in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. So
I'm scared.
Right.
I wanted to talk to you guys today about, you know, it's just so much hypocrisy out there. You know, we're all about law and justice and helping the poor and needy. But, you know, this end time generation, literally everyone's, you know, under demonic possession. Everyone, you know, is serving Lucifer. And then everyone is expecting to see God's righteousness in their lives.
Sounds good to me.
While serving Lucifer. That's not how it works. So, but today I wanted to talk to you guys.
All right, I'm already moving on to something else. You know what
Oh, no.
You know what I want to do though? I want
Under
to
the
show
table.
Steve. I want to show Steve my favorite Gail video ever. Because I don't know how familiar you are with her.
I think if she does something along the lines of like church related stuff where she believes like she's talking to like angels and God or UFOs or something.
Just listen to like the first few sentences of what she says here.
Okay. Let me see here.
Okay, folks, let me just sum up. I just Skyped with Terrence Jenkins last night. I finally heard from him after a silence of 1.5 months. Around June the 21st, when Terrence was Skyping with me, Brent Spiner said, hey, yoo-hoo, Terrence, something's going on with Matthew McConaughey's penis. And what was happening was all of my men's penises were being attacked. There was a very serious malware in the computer system at Church of Gail, and it caused all the men at Church of Gail to cause them to have all sorts of penis afflictions. It was very painful, and let me just, they spent The ordeal with the penises lasted for at least a good week in that June. So like from June 21st to June 28th, they were just having this ordeal with penises because of Jesuit trigger programming on the Church of Gail computers. They spent a lot of time in sick bay.
Sick bay. All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. So Billy, walk me through this real quick. She doesn't know that she. Okay. So she's thinking that a computer virus or something affected the men in her life.
Yeah, the men in her life live on a spaceship. The Church of Gail. It's a spaceship. Her men are like
in her head.
Putin. Well, I mean, maybe it's in her head or maybe it's real. We don't know. Like, we assume she's crazy, but if she knows something we don't know, then we're just stupid, right? So they live in the spaceship. It's like Matthew McConaughey. It's I think whoever played Wolverine. I can't remember. It was Hugh Jackman. Brent Spiner is like the top tier, and then Jesus is one of her men. She's the eternal bride, groom of Jesus, I think. Jesus calls her on Skype all the time. One of her men is this guy named Zach Knight, who keeps her updated with all the crazy intergalactic things. She's fighting with a woman, Laurie McBride, who claims to be married to Brent Spiner here on Earth, but that Brent Spiner is just a Jesuit clone. And Laurie McBride does dastardly things to keep Gail away from Brent Spiner. And the history of this goes all the way back to the early 90s, where Gail was actually like stalking Brent Spiner in real life. And Brent Spiner's been like on record talking about this. He's like, she's a very disturbed woman.
Yeah, he got blindsided by a question about her at like some convention somewhere.
He knows who she is now, obviously.
Oh, he knows. He's known for
He's known about
quite
her
a while.
for like decades.
Yeah, Ben.
I got some shawarma, by the way.
Ben got blocked by her on.
I got blocked by Brent.
By him, yeah, by Brent on Twitter for bringing her up. For bringing her up.
Even for bringing her up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Brent
that
Spiner
sucks.
blocked.
It's a shame you get blocked by certain people, even if you have unrelated. You're not even like related to them.
Jeff
somehow.
Holiday. Went to a convention that Brent Spiner was at, brought one of Gail's books and was like, hey, will you sign this book for me? And Brent Spiner was like, no.
That's something Jeff would do.
He's like, I should break your fucking fingers for holding
He
that
did
book in
not
front
say
of
that.
me.
And this was on Twitter. This wasn't at the convention.
Oh, okay.
But no, I can see Jeff doing that.
He wanted to.
I know you guys know Jeff's a shit stirrer. I like Jeff. He's definitely a shit stirrer.
Jeff's a sweet boy.
But he's good at what he does.
I had to have shawarma. I was really hungry.
Sure, he gets to eat. Notice that? We have to sit here and starve to death.
Yeah,
but no.
Steve and I have to think about fucking pizza made out of white bread.
Pizza toaster out
and
of
ketchup.
white bread, ketchup, and American cheese.
Was it really
motherfuckers.
ketchup? Was it really ketchup?
Yes, it's fucking ketchup.
Steve, there's something wrong with your family. Like,
People are requesting the Popeyes video.
No. Yeah, the Steve, like the ketchup is what kills me. I could see some like bread and maybe some marinara, some white bread marinara, and put on some mozzarella on top. I could see someone cooking that, making like a little bit of a
Well, I mean, now, yeah, nowadays you get a nice baguette, and then you put like a baguette. Get a baguette and then get a nice garlic sauce on it or something like that, or an Alfredo type white sauce, and then put mozzarella on that. That would be good.
My dad used to cook this spaghetti he called Budgetti because my dad's name's Bud. And he cooked Budgetti, and it was just this giant pot of like sausage and beef and green peppers and onion, and it is just this giant stewing pot of spaghetti sauce. And we get these big old sketty noodles, and he cooked that up. We get these giant slabs of French bread. We break them in the oven. It was really good. So I like your problems and my problems, Steve, are so different. There's a reason. There's a reason I'm 600 pounds because my dad cooked panty dropping steaks and Budgetti.
I can go get a French bread now. I had French bread last week. I got myself a French bread.
Yeah, but French bread ain't shit without Budgetti though. Like I wouldn't say go eat French bread. You got to get some Budgetti, dude.
I literally just had French bread with some butter on it. It was good. I like that. And I got a nice garlic spread. I did buy a little garlic spread. It's really good.
A tapenade?
Tapenade. No, tapenade is a different type of spread. Tapenade I thought was made out of anchovy. Isn't it?
Anchovy's good.
Yeah.
Am I racist because I call garlic spread when an Italian girl gets fingered?
How's that racist?
Because garlic is Italian.
Italian isn't a race.
Whoa,
It's a
tell
nationality.
that to the garlic spreaders.
Tell that to the Italians, though.
Grandpa sends like everyone he knows a Ziploc bag of Bud Getty. Yeah, I got that's Quack. Tell everybody how good Grandpa's steaks are. Call Grandpa right now and tell him thank you for making panty dropping steaks.
You said vagina pussy dropping steaks earlier.
Yeah, I was.
Matthew practically had a vagina at that point.
Matthew McRae.
What's going on with these guys?
And
malware.
What happened was Vladimir Putin, they found out that he ended up getting his bladder exploded. They had to put him in stasis where they froze him, and all sorts of things happened to him. He had heart attacks, and right in the middle of an operation to fix him for a heart attack, he woke up, and then he judo chopped the doctor. He felt bad about that, but this is like gut reflex with Vladimir, and he, and then when he woke up, he heroically pushed himself.
He judo chopped.
Yeah, so he had a heart attack, bladder exploded, but he was still martial arts 7th level Dan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin.
Which explains why the accurate pictures of Vladimir in the media made him look like he was almost dead. And he managed to fly Church of Gail down to China. And on the way down, several nukes almost hit them because I guess they were going so fast, the Earth radars are not as good as Church of Gail radars, and they thought that Church of...
Her reality is so much more interesting.
This is something I can get into, maybe. I mean, yeah,
She's written several books.
I really think that somebody at Netflix should buy her life story and make a series that is like everything she does, but her stories are real. But we just the show starts out with her talking and we think she's crazy, but then we see like the reality of everything going on.
Have you read any of her books?
I haven't. I don't read. I can't.
See,
read.
I think she should write for like Scientology. This might actually work. This is like the shit you learn at operating level like 15 or something.
No, she might actually have her own religion in 50 years. L. Ron Hubbard only started that as a tax
Scaleology.
A tax scheme, right? Isn't that why he started?
I don't know why he started it.
I heard it was to get
Yeah,
out
I
of
can't
taxation.
say that it was definitely because he wanted a tax scheme. I think that it obviously is a tax scheme.
I mean,
he was a fiction writer. I think
he went pretty far with it just to have it as a tax scheme. He like made his own navy and shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was part of it, but also
he didn't have to do that just to get the
right.
tax
I don't think that was
status.
his intent. That was just the result.
all these celebrities give so much money because it's tax free, and then they end up getting it back. They got the ATM, the Scientology ATM. Once you get to a certain level, you can just take out as much as you want because you put in so much. That's what it is. The Scientology ATM.
Well,
Tax-free money.
I think okay. One of these days we'll have to dive back into Scientology. We had what's his name on the show? David Miscavige's father, Ron Miscavige. Great guy, really nice guy. But I think the whole thing on the Scientology thing was basically, they said, hey, look, we can help you get further in Hollywood. We have connections. We'll help your career. And then you do all these auditings. They know all this shit about you. So if you ever go against them, they can do under the fair game thing and release all those documents. And so they have incriminating stuff that people don't want released. And so they own you at that point. So it's a trade-off. You're like, I'll sell my soul to Scientology. This is my opinion, Scientologists. Don't sue me.
They're going to sue you.
I'm on your program, so
they're going to sue us. We're going to give you up.
So I think that they used it to get ahead, knowingly that they could do so, and then they just made a deal with the devil, so to speak. So
I don't believe in the devil.
I don't either, but I like the symbolism. I'm okay
Steve,
with that.
what do you think would be the best
That's
meal for
Russian
you to
symbol,
have right
right?
now? What would be the
I'm sorry,
best
what?
meal for you to have right now? Like if you could have any meal, because I know you're hungry.
Oh my God. I would probably have to go with a maybe some type of sashimi dish. Big fan of sashimi.
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 Yeah.
I would love to have maybe like a nice beef Wellington. Sounds good.
Beef Wellington is great.
Yeah, I went to what was called the AMPS convention. It was a convention down here in L.A. Reasons to Believe with Dr. Hugh Ross and that organization, and I was a guest there, and in the member things where you have like all the meetings and stuff like that, and then you get to the food stuff with a special guest, right?
Yeah.
And it was all catered, and they had these little baby beef Wellington things that they made, and I got to tell you, man, it was probably I hate to say it, but the best thing I ever put in my mouth. It was fucking so good.
I went to Gordon Ramsay's steakhouse in Vegas once and had the beef Wellington from there. They warn you too. It takes longer than pretty much anything else in there to cook because they make it from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes quite a while, and they have to get it just right because the heating and the browning of it. But the little small ones they made, dude, seriously, and it's good, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Delicious. It's like one of the best things I've ever had.
The
in my
steakhouse
life.
at the casino had it for a long time. Maybe they brought it back.
The restaurant at the Magic Card store that I went to today to play Magic Cards at, the restaurant had a seared ahi sashimi salad I almost got, but then I backed out. So I didn't want to have too much sashimi. I don't know if I like it.
What?
I didn't know if I would
sashimi.
like it. I was scared. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
Dude, yellowtail and... Dude, if I ever get to Seattle, we're going to have sushi and sashimi. That will happen. I give you my word.
Nice. That'd be fun.
If you guys don't care to be, seen with me, I understand. But
Another thing that's really good here, if you like it, is oysters because they're like sourced
I do like oysters.
locally here.
Mhm. No, I would love to hit the Seattle fish market again. Oh my God, again. Oh.
I had some oysters on Monday when I was on the Oregon coast.
Yeah.
And they weren't that good. They were all right.
Do I get to do a live stream if I ever get up to Seattle, like in studio with you guys?
Sure.
Well,
dining on sushi.
We'll I don't know if we'll bring sushi in, but we'll maybe have like some pizza. We'll cook.
You mean like white bread?
We'll cook some white bread and some ketchup. Put a little cheese. Was it like a Kraft single? What type of cheese was on top?
Yeah, no, American singles.
Oh,
and from what I remember, they probably were the kind made out of vegetable oil. It wasn't even real cheese.
Poor Steve.
Don't get those. You know what I'm talking about? Those cheese strips are not fucking cheese.
Yep.
They're vegetable oil. They don't even taste like cheese.
gross.
Steve, how old were you the last time? How old were you the last time you ate that?
58.
You're fucking
50,
indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated. That sucks. I'm sorry, Steve.
When I was a kid, the cheese we had was Kraft singles. And I would just
Kraft cheese. Look, those.
I think that was made out of actual dairy product. I believe.
Yeah, Kraft is okay, but the Cheese Whiz, that's not bad. I eat Cheese Whiz. Not my favorite thing, but now my cheeses, I like a nice brie spread, or I like a Camembert. Love Camembert cheese. Any kind of a blue cheese type stuff,
All right, let's
Gorgonzola. Gorgonzola, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that stuff's good, man.
Okay, if we hit our goal, guys, I will show off my new Magic the Gathering card deck. If we hit our goal, there you go, guys.
I'll do a zap. I'll do something they actually want.
That's pretty good too, but
I'll do a zap. We're 78% of the way there. We've got to do this. One last food related thing before we move on. The Dick's food truck came to Bellevue today, so I went and got some Dick's.
They're building a Dick's up at the Crossroads Mall.
Yeah, it's not ready
Did you have
yet.
some good Dick's?
Yeah, it was delicious Dick's, and a whole bag of Dick's, and I put the Dick's in my mouth. But they don't have fries at the food truck.
That's sad. Why not?
I guess the food truck isn't set up to cook fries.
That's kind of fucky.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
How do you have Dick's with no fries?
Yeah, I need fries with my Dick's.
Gotta have.
The Dick's fries are pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
I miss getting that jambalaya in Seattle. Where this one guy would make jambalaya outside the building for like 6 hours before anybody even had a chance to eat it. And it would be a line going all the way down past Starbucks and around the corner, and you got a bowl of jambalaya. And
Yum, that sounds good. Was that at Pike?
So good.
Where was that?
Yes, it's somewhere near the market. Somewhere near.
I never seen
I
that.
just remember there was. I remember there was a. Well, I don't know if you were born at the time.
I probably was, but I probably wasn't going down to the market.
You weren't going outside. Look how white you are.
Yeah, I was probably eating panty dropping steaks.
Eating panty dropper steak at 3?
And Bud Getty, I was burping up Bud Getty about to have a panty dropper steak.
All right. I am. I'm gonna play this. Yeah, I think this is Trump.
Now, as far as me having a twin brother who took responsibility for my child, what happened with that, since you really want to know, that did happen. I do have a twin brother. I was switched at birth. We're identical twins. I did get a woman pregnant in Arkansas, and when she came looking for me, she found him. And her family took him to court. I didn't know any of this was going on. I didn't even know she had a baby.
Does anything Trumpster Bob say have a basis?
That man
in
has never had sex in his life.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. You'll be amazed how much sex somebody can have when they're willing to go low enough down the fucking scrotum pole.
No.
Dude, the gross people.
Who's Kermit and Friends though? She's pretty.
That's Elisa Jordana. She used to write for Howard Stern show. She's a fantastic human being. Wonderful.
That look of disdain for T-Bob.
She's a wonderful derp wrangler. She wrangles the most derpy folks. I think she learned that writing for Stern. But yeah, Trumpster Bob here. The dirtier you get, the more sex you have. Because the more the more that you know that you're nasty, the more nasty people are willing to come out and be nasty with you. It's gross. It's really gross, actually.
That's yeah. Because
Like,
that
pretty people have less sex because they have standards. They can be afforded these standards.
in that case, I'm fucking gorgeous then.
Well, it's not always standards, but yeah, Steve, you're a handsome, intelligent
I
male.
so I do okay. I have no complaints.
I do. My only complaint is that I do way too well. It's
you probably
tiresome.
do.
It's tiresome. It's
You've
tiresome.
you've seen a few of mine. I've done okay.
It's tiresome, Steve. Girls
It
are
is.
icky, Steve. Girls are icky.
Girls
They
are
have
good.
cooties.
Women
They have
are
cooties,
good.
Steve.
You know,
I was
when
trying to
say
eat.
it like a
I was
pug,
trying to
mean
eat my panty dropping steak in private, but
I
then
don't
all
know about
these
you. You might
all
have a
these
different
cootie
interpretation of what
wranglers
you
show up around my panty dropping steak. It's pissed me off, Steve.
35 and above is. Let me tell you guys.
Keep your hands off my Bud Getty, wench. That's what I say every time.
What's the oldest woman you ever dated? And I just say oldest, so make sure I clarify here.
Maybe like 37,
What?
38. I don't know.
Oh well, that's a good age.
I
Actually.
can't think. Yeah, probably 37,
No
38.
40, 50-year-old or anything.
Nah,
No?
I probably would have if the right if the right grandma walked through. Like, hey, what's up, grandma? Grandma
I've dated
Num
some
Nums?
grandmas. Let me tell you, it's actually not that bad.
I haven't.
Same.
I like
Okay.
youthful exuberance. Even if somebody's in their 30s, they have to be a little bit of a underdeveloped kid in the mind. You know.
See, I can't. See, the thing is, like, when I like to have communications with people, and if somebody who's like under 36, they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, most people have no idea what I'm talking about, anyways. But this makes it even worse. You know,
Yeah.
It's like your cultural references are completely different from what you remember and what they remember growing up as a child. You know, I give you an example. Like I have a bunch of CDs, like stacks of CDs. Well, you know, for the audience that don't know what CDs are, they're called compact discs. You store data on them, right? My daughter didn't know what the hell they were. She's like, I don't. What do I do with these? Like,
you
put music on them.
Did you ever use 8-track tapes?
Yes, I had 8-track. I had Black Sabbath, Master Reality on 8-track.
Yeah, I
Those are my
remember
brothers,
8-tracks being around, and that was like, I imagine that's what kids think CDs are now.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter knew kind of what they were. She didn't know how to do it, though. She had no idea how to burn a CD. She's like, what does a burner CD mean? I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
God.
8-tracks were like weird.
I had a 4-track player, believe it or not. I had a month's 4-track player. I also had a reel-to-reel. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 says, quote, BTF, they have to be an underdeveloped kid. That's obviously not what I meant. Okay, obviously what I meant was...
That's why I said the oldest. I want, you know...
Yeah, what I meant is they have to have like a youthful vision of the
35 to
world. They have to be like fun and have fun. They have to they have to want to play. You know what I'm saying? They have to have a playful mind.
They just have to be free-spirited.
I don't even know. Maybe, yeah. They have to be the type of person that laughs when I fart while they're giving me a blowjob, right? Or else that ruins everything.
It makes it all just so wrong when they don't laugh. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Nasty, man. I'm kidding. I try not to fart during blowjobs.
That's respectful.
I try, okay?
You try. You notice he says he tried, but he doesn't
try.
necessarily say that it succeeds.
I'd be a liar.
You have to listen carefully to what Billy says. Just the words that he doesn't say that have more importance.
I'd be a liar if I said I never have. I try not to. Okay?
I don't think I don't even want to try remembering if something like that even happened. Yeah.
It's the good old days.
Oh, where's Ben when we need him? Ben, save us.
Ben's here.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Ben's here.
Ben, every time you go away, you don't know the shit that comes out of that man's mouth.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure I can guess.
I'm pretty sure you can.
It's good times.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
And next thing you know, the court ordered him as the father because he's like, I think it was 96%.
Thank you, Sticky. Sticky says sometimes you come so hard you just let out a little poo. It's fine.
He could be the
Thank
father.
you, Sticky.
I would have been 100%.
No, it's 99.9. I know because I did it to my wife.
Frank, I'm trying to talk on the show. Dude, I got to leave and go somewhere else.
Frank, I'm trying to talk on the show. Frank.
So don't do the show next to your buddy Frank.
Frank, he said to
My
have to leave
buddy.
and go somewhere else.
Well, don't start there next to
Anyway,
your friend.
so the thing is, what happened was them two ended up getting married before I ever found out anything. Yeah, I've seen him, and I'm still in contact with him, and there's no problem there. So he was labeled the father. He married her, and I'm not gonna go beyond that. But I have seen my son. Trust me.
Wyatt?
I know who he is, what he does. He's successful in life. You know, all of my sons are. And so that was also
I doubt he has this many kids. I don't
during the
believe
time and
anything
period
he
when I was doing top secret military or government.
You like how the talk of his
kinda
kids
work.
only comes out when he's on a Father's Day theme stream?
Right.
Well, yeah, you know, I actually do have stories about children that I can talk about so I can make everything about me again. People who make everything about them are just the sickest fucking people.
Oh, yeah? I could name a few.
Ben, don't make this about you.
Make it about you, Ben.
I'm just saying I could name a few.
Brandon is the one who ran.
Like
you guys ever
literally.
watch Brandon?
Like going overseas, rescuing hostages or retrieving
Electrocuting hostages? You just admit to a war crime?
Bob would be the type of guy that would lie
Are we
about
supposed to be
doing a
seeing
war
the video?
crime.
I'm not seeing. It's frozen or something.
Yeah, this is what it is. They're showing that it's a Father's Day stream.
Oh, gotcha.
having to destroy something. I mean, that's just what we did back then. And they do it now every day. It's any time right now there's soldiers doing shit out in the world that you couldn't even fucking imagine. But I know this because I've been there and done it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Bob just saying whatever the fuck comes into his head.
Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy.
We had a baby. It's a boy?
My brother.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but
neighbor's gardener.
none of these female Twitch streamers actually like playing the games. Every single bit of it is acting. You do realize that the original Twitch community was all people who loved to play the games.
But you do realize the original Twitch community was an offshoot of Justin TV because they realized there was too many gamers coming up on Justin TV, which is what Twitch's full circle came around to because Justin TV died. So now we're bringing the aspects of Justin TV back to Twitch. So it's full circle allowing this shit now that the platform's big enough to carry it. So maybe do your history, Giacomo.
Now, the Twitch community is made up of big tits that you're coming for the tits instead of the game.
I mean, there's still people gaming. If you want to watch the gaming, you can watch the gaming.
Right. I don't see why they're mutually exclusive. You can watch
Because
what the fuck
I'm
you wanna
mad
watch.
that they get so many views, and I try and play League of Legends, and I say funny things when I do my spells.
You didn't watch the boobies.
I say funny things, and more people should respect my gameplay. Here's a secret, dude. Playing video games used to be a personal thing. You're lucky you have an opportunity for anybody to watch you play video games, little fucker. When I was a kid,
I don't watch any of. I don't. Okay. I personally, I don't understand the want to watch people play video games unless they're explaining something, or unless it's for certain reasons too. Like I will stream to one of my channels some flight simulator stuff or something like that, and say, look, let's go over how to do VOR or ILS landings or things of that nature. It was fun, right? I'm not going to see. I don't get off watching hours of Twitch League of Legends. I don't get it.
Yeah,
not saying that anybody can.
When I was a kid, if I wanted somebody to watch me play video games, I had to convince my little brother that Super Mario was one player. When he found out there was Luigi, fucker was so mad that he disowned me.
Let me play with you. Let me play with you.
Fuck
What the fuck happened to Twitch? Literally. I'll take one for the team. I'll be this asshole male that's calling out all these female Twitch streamers because you know what? At the end of the fucking day, to have an OnlyFans advertised on Twitch, it's for fucking video games. You're fucking up the boys' shit. This is the only thing we had.
This is the only thing we had.
Do you think this is a troll?
You're fucking up
No,
the
I don't think
boys'
he's trolling.
shit.
I think he's serious. Is he
You're
trolling?
fucking up the boys' shit. This is the only thing we had. Can I tell y'all a secret? Can I tell y'all a secret?
Please do.
The OnlyFans exists because it's boys' shit. Boys buy OnlyFans to look at hot girls naked. That's boys' shit.
Yeah.
It exists because of boys' shit.
Well, I'm sure girls buy it too.
Some do,
but
yeah, but it exists as a business
If he's
because
trolling, he's doing a good
males
job.
buy pornography a lot more than females do. And it becomes boys' shit. Sorry, it's boys' shit too.
He actually seems legit upset though. I mean, he literally seems like he is. I mean, he could be acting. Who the hell knows?
He's an
But I think
entitled
he
little prick.
He ain't got the goods that people may want to watch or the skill set.
Papa, if you want to be better than some girls' big boobs and ass, all you got to do is be consistent and be ninja.
Only thing we had. Now we don't even have Twitch because you dumb big-titted fucking thoughts want to take it from us and then act like you actually like the games. You don't like these games.
Who cares? Who cares?
How does he know they don't like the games? I know some
Why does it
gamers that
matter
are
to him
women
if
and they're
they do or
better
not?
than most
Yeah,
men.
like if they do like the games, good for them. I know tons of girls that like the games. And I know tons of girls that probably only play the games because they want a reason to shake their boobs and butt.
And I don't care.
Who cares? Who
Makes
cares?
no difference to me whatsoever.
Who
man.
cares?
There's so many other things
Sit
to
the fuck down.
rally on.
Here's a really short video. This is interesting.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. That was down and out.
One more time.
Uh-oh.
Was that a girl? Was that a girl that kicked him or a guy?
I think it was a guy. Check this.
Now here's how perverts work.
Okay.
They want everybody to bow the knee to their rainbow agenda, including kids. They want the little kids to worship their perverted, sewer-infested lifestyle.
What if they just wanted to offer little kids the idea that there's something more than a weird church telling them they have to sit alone until they're married and then have weird missionary-style sex? What if they're just letting kids know you're not weird for wanting something different than everybody else has? It could be that simple. And trust me, if a gay person wanted to put a kid down on their knees and do something to them, I would stop it. I would stop it. This is fear mongering bullshit.
That's what they want. And they'll not be satisfied until everybody is giving lip service to their tyrannical system of worldview, which is sodomy, sewage, filth. And don't you think for a single minute, well, someone says, well, I just wish they would just go back in the closet and just be closet queer. No, That's why they struck down the law in 1969. There's another one. This was a bad year for Canada. Trudeau had the law struck down where sodomy it wasn't illegal anymore. And when they approached him in an interview, the CBC, they said, asked him for explanation. He said, well, the government of Canada has no business.
I think he's talking about the first Trudeau. There was another Trudeau's father was a prime minister.
Papa Trudeau and sodomy laws
what goes on in people's bedrooms. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The government of Canada ought to legislate sodomy, and it should be punishable by death, like it was until 1969.
Okay, this guy should be
It
punishable.
was not punishable by death in 1969.
This guy should be punishable by.
Actually, in a few places it might have been on the blue laws.
In Canada?
No, not in Canada. I don't fucking.
Isn't it still punishable by death in a lot of places?
Right, but he's talking about in Canada.
No, I don't know anything about Canadian
Because
law.
it's when sodomy becomes rampant, the little kids get hurt. Little kids get hurt. What goes on in your bedroom is wicked, and it ought not to go on if something like sodomy is going to happen.
No, sodomy
Please
happens.
tell me this guy came out as gay. Please tell me, please, because I love that.
Yeah, we shouldn't allow to have any sort of church that has a history of that. Then, with kids, the second you do that with a kid and cover it up, your whole organization should be pumped.
I don't get what bothers certain people by certain things so much. It makes I just don't. It's like I don't give a flying fuck what two adults do.
This is a grasp for power, right?
It's a grasp for we have to find some group to hate.
They're trying to control people. They're trying to control people and have them live under their thumb. You have to be a Christian until you die. You have to pay into me, and you can't deviate from the plan. You have to make kids. You have to make heterosexual little babies to deviate.
That's
into
about
the
as far
plan.
from Christianity as you can get, man.
I don't know.
There's nothing Christ-like about this dude.
But it seems like most Christians that you hear about, right?
Yeah, I've moved a little bit. I'm still agnostic. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm so sick of this kind of bullshit that's out there. I mean, you had this with these guys. You had it with the Matt Powells of the world. You had it with the Kent Hovens of the world. You had it with the Fundamental Baptists of the world. To me, I think it's evil. People go, well, what's evil if you don't have a God? Oh, this is evil. I do believe evil is something that does actually exist. Yes.
Wrong when he said that. But all the Canadians kind of, that makes sense. And stupid idiot people still repeat that today. Well, just let them be homosexual in their closet, and then we'll just have a society that we don't really know they're there. No, it doesn't stay that way. If they're there, they're going to insist that young and old comply to accepting their filth. And they will not give up until such time as they have the children surrounding Sodom Lot's house. They won't give up. Now, don't you fool yourself. Homosexuals don't exist. They're anisexual. They're not homosexual. They will pleasure their organ on anything that fits.
Oh my God. I just looked up Pierre Trudeau. He was in office from 1968 to 1979, and then it looks like someone else was prime minister for like a year. And then Pierre Trudeau came back again from 1980 to 1984. It's interesting. I don't know how that works. Maybe someone can. How does he get to be prime minister for what? Someone got to Joe Clark. He got to be prime minister for 1 year.
Doesn't fit better.
I think they hired him on as prime mini and heard that he made pizza using white bread and ketchup and Kraft singles. So they're like, "No, you're out of here. We're giving the other guy's job back."
What the gender is. So don't you think that just because they're playing in a sewage in a septic tank that they won't try your daughter out to see if they can still do that too, or your little kid?
Jesus fucking Christ, man! I hate people like this. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I really detest these fuckers, man.
I know that there's no term limits in Canada, but I don't think they have an election every year. So how was he prime minister for several years, and then some other guy got it for 1 year, and then he came back again for 5 more years?
Now, I'm sorry if this is
I'm saying that to someone in the chat because they're like, they have no term limits. I'm like, yeah, that's not the part that doesn't make sense to me. How was the guy in for 1 year?
I'm trying to be as careful as I can, but it's time that God's people knew how filthy and how wicked our country has become, and we decide we're going to do something about it.
About it.
A
But they won't stay in the closet.
All right, guys, we are asking now for a second tip train to get this goal through. There's a zap on the table.
Please.
They need to be hung. And I'm in Canada saying that. And I
That would probably classify you as a hate group.
realize I'm risking some
absolutely.
legal problems. Now, they can't block me at the border.
No, but they can take away your tax exemption if you're, because hate speech is not legal in Canada. So if they classify your church as a hate group, you'll lose your tax exempt status.
Well, I'm here to announce and make it public that I want to be a heretic to this generation. And
So I looked it up. Pierre Trudeau, lost an election to Joe Clark in 1979. Trudeau resigned and became the leader of the opposition. And then the Clark government fell on a budget matter late in 1979 and triggered the 1980 election because of a budget matter, which returned Trudeau to the office.
That's insane.
With a majority government.
Huh. Interesting.
It's pretty wild.
And history will someday
they triggered an
indict
election.
every
Yeah.
Christian for soft peddling this issue, and by not being a heretic to those people. I want to be a heretic to them. And shame on me if I'm not.
We're talking about the first Trudeau.
And so this is what
Pierre
happened to
Trudeau.
Solomon. So don't.
His father.
It's always the kids that pay.
How?
It's always going to be the kids that pay for the
Yeah.
sins of the father and mother.
It's always the kids that you use to bait fear, because the biggest fear is that something's going to happen to your children, right? They're a being outside of you that you're in full control of, and even more so,
So your
than
parents
self.
had full control of you?
When I was eating those panty dropping steaks, they could tell me to do whatever. I just munch and do
You
it.
weren't eating the steaks all the time.
That's how I got so fat. They
didn't have full control
The steaks
of
were a
you.
leash. Yeah,
Your parents did not have
They're like,
full
we gotta give Billy another
It's
steak.
not an
He's getting out
accurate
of
statement
hand.
that Billy just
getting
made.
out of hand. But like even self preservation isn't as like controlling as the preserving your offspring is. And that's why they say that the kids
Don't
pay, because they're
melt in
putting the
the
fear
heat.
in the kids.
No, it's just a fear thing. They didn't.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? I'm fucking like, it is so friggin' hot. We are not used to this heat, and we don't have AC here. We're in a room with a big ass computer and a bunch of monitors. It is
And he's wearing a
friggin'
hoodie.
hot in here. It is hot. I am sweating. I would not want to do what he's doing right now. Like,
Yeah, that's insanity. I don't know how he doesn't overheat.
Guys,
I don't know how his body doesn't
get us
overheat. We
to
just
the
throw him
goal
over
so
and
I
shut
don't
down.
sweat and die.
Just remember, if he passes out, you're the one that has to get mouth to mouth.
Yeah, get us to the goal so I can take my hoodie off.
Hoodie.
Save me, guys.
Hoodie.
And once we get to the goal, 66666.
I want to know. You know what? Maybe I should play the intro for this. Hold on. I just thought of a segment because I really have my wonder or my dude. My brain is cooking right now.
Yeah,
I really have some.
It is
serious,
hot in here too. we have the AC on, but it's
We have
still
no
pretty hot.
AC. No AC.
I have the door shut, so now that because I'm streaming, so.
Let's check this out. I'm gonna revive an old segment. Here it comes.
Is this troll or no troll?
Yeah.
No troll. Yay!
All right.
And remember, guys, if we can hit our goal tonight, I'll reveal my Magic the Gathering card deck. My new deck.
Hold the mic.
If we can just reveal, if we hit the goal,
we're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
Okay.
Here's
I
the
love
troll
these.
or not a troll video. Here we go.
Okay, how's it going, everybody? Prince of Fallen here. So yesterday I put up a community post that triggered a lot of whiny SJWs because they just can't fathom. They're just shocked. They're in shock the fact that not everybody considers mental illness awareness month, or whatever the fuck this month is called. That's what I call it, mental illness awareness month. They don't understand why I put up this post though, right? Let me try to explain it to you in the best and simplest way that I can. If you want to go around and, talk about how you cut your dick off or cut your breasts off because you like to pretend that you're another gender, or you identify as a washing machine, or you identify as an attack helicopter.
No
or
one
you,
says this.
Trolls do.
You identify as this or whatever. We don't need to hear about it. Okay? We don't.
You can easily ignore it.
Marcus Trinius knows.
We don't want to hear about it because we don't care. Because at the end of the day, you're either a male or you're a female.
Not wanting to hear about it means that you do care. Like,
okay, I have a question.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't care if you heard it or not.
I have a question, Ben. So okay, troll or not a troll? And when you mean troll or not a troll, is he a troll? Do you mean that
is he making this video because he knows it'll trigger some people and he's doing it disingenuously?
No, I think he really believes it.
You think
he is
so?
trolling, but he's trolling, but he believes this. Does it make sense?
I would say he believes it. I don't think he's trolling.
I think he legit believes this nonsense. Which to me is a troll, but it's not a disingenuous.
I think he's not being disingenuous. I think he's legitimately this fucking ignorant.
And no, playing dress up does not change your gender. But every fucking June, we go through this shit. Where corporations, to try to build up a little bit of PR cult, right? Some PR rep, they come up with this little bullshit parades and we support this mental illness. I think it's just ridiculous.
I mean, the parade, I don't think it's a mental illness, but the parade isn't just for trans people anyway. It's for gay
who
people,
thinks that?
bisexual people. Like, are you saying that's all mental illness?
Yes, Ben.
Nothing about any of that is mental illness. And why would somebody think that just like wearing a dress that changes your gender? It doesn't. There are cross-dressers that identify as male across the board, cisgender, but they like to wear women's clothes. They're not related to each other.
Look, Steve, the history of gender is simple. Man, woman, trying to reinvent the wheel. It's stupid. Why are they doing this? They're crazy.
And some guys maybe get comfortable in women's clothes.
Do you think little boys should wear dresses, Steve? Do you think at any point in time, any point in history, any point, shit.
Scottish.
Do you think, other than Scots, do you think at any point in time little boys should wear dresses? Is that what you think?
Less, to be honest with you.
You think?
To me, that's a societal thing. It has no relevancy to anything.
Do the Scots and the Irish both wear kilts?
Yeah, there are, because it's like Celtic culture.
Yeah.
Irish people have their own type of bagpipes too that are a little different than Scottish bagpipes.
Isn't haggis just like a meat bagpipe?
Haggis is
a dish.
Haggis is like sheep stomach.
Yeah, it's like a bagpipe you fill with meat and then eat it.
Sort of.
It's nothing like
I don't understand why we need to go through this, because you don't see straight people throwing pride rallies and everything. So, for me, this is just the most retarded thing. I'm
gonna go not a troll because I think he's sincere. Now,
you don't see straight people.
In that sense of the word, yes.
You don't see straight people throwing pride rallies. Remember when they did? Remember they did that last year? Wasn't it last year or the year before?
I don't know.
Straight people.
They did the straight pride rallies. They were the most pathetic, sad things ever. They
get the wrong people trying to defend. You get the people that just want to like be the cool kids. I'm going to defend this when they don't, one way or another. Have a position
I say do it if you want to do it. Whatever.
Oh, sure, I'm fine with that as well. But I mean, it's certain people that I think just want to advocate for a cause, no matter what the cause is, to make them feel like they're doing something productive. Rather than people that actually go, hey, look, we should be, defending, these people's rights, and we should be advocating that it is, something that is not what these people call degenerate and crap like that.
Stabby says, why does Billy try to be funny and fail? Stabby, I was referring to in the 1800s when only boys wore dresses, dumbass.
Most retarded
introduced for boys. For boys, stupid.
And a lot
the
of
gender
people try to
constructs
turn
we
it-
have right now are in place because of advertising.
Look at the British. The British used to do drag shows for the military.
Everything we do right now in our life, our existence, is pretty much sculpted by advertising companies from 60 years ago, 70 years ago.
Into a political debate, it doesn't even have anything to do with politics. If you come online or you're out and about, right, and you're just like celebrating, you feel like you have to celebrate, your sexuality.
Okay. Once again, Stab McCook says, "Don't dummy me, Billy, you hack. You're dumb and I'm smart."
I don't
My brain's
understand why
starting to
people
melt.
feel the need to do this, because straight people don't do this kind of shit. So I feel like they try to justify themselves because they know that the majority of people will never really accept them. You know, if anything, people just...
I'd say it's mostly widely accepted now.
Yeah, I mean, I think more than ever, at least. Yeah,
isn't
certainly.
Pride like a celebration of like the riots that had to happen to get?
No, I think the pride is more the things that people have had to go through when they were in the closet, right? I mean, all that came from actually the AIDS epidemic, because back then they didn't realize, there were so many people that it was affecting. They thought it was just a gay disease, and a lot of people didn't speak out. A lot of people didn't get the help they needed, and so the Pride movement was, look, we can no longer just be in the shadows and hide, closeted. We need to, be out and upfront of who they are, and not think it's some, minority type of position. Even though, homosexuality, if I remember correctly, is only about 18 to 20% of a population. If I don't quote me,
That's even higher, right? It's not even that high.
Species, right?
It's not even that high. Let me Google percentage of
the U.S. population.
Of a population.
I would say species wide, but whatever. It's sure there's related. But
you think there's
the global population?
Some places that can't even.
Yeah, 8 billion
right?
people.
Yeah. I mean, like in Iran, they're not going to be admitting that. So
correct. Yeah, exactly. They can't come out about it, right? So you can't look at numbers regionalized, because they're obviously not going to admit certain things, because in those countries they'll kill you. And that's one of the reasons people wanted to normalize it. And I mean normalize not in any way as abnormal, but in a way to make it, where people just don't even think twice about it, right? Because people before you couldn't even have a kiss. You couldn't even kiss a woman even on. On some shows, right?
I think Steve's number was based on what percentage of gay Steve himself is, because it says
19.2.
Yeah, exactly is what you said, and I think that it says the study found that 97.4% of men identified as heterosexual, 1.6 as homosexual, and 0.9% as bisexual. For women, 97.7 identified as heterosexual, 0.8% as lesbian, and 1.4 as bisexual.
Yeah, those numbers are not. Okay, it's a lot higher than that. Yeah, gay or bi. Yeah.
Why do you think it's a lot higher than that?
Oh, because I've read other things about the actual numbers. I mean, look at I think it was Masters and Johnson's report, which actually I think was in the 50s or 60s. That had, I believe it was 18 and some odd percent that had level 4, was it, or something?
Where you die of heat stroke, Billy.
I have to go back and research this stuff. It's been a long time since I looked into it, but it was a pretty significant number of people.
Sticky, I'm gonna die. I'm suffering. I'm gonna die. But yeah, I don't know. Steve.
Yeah, I mean, don't hurt yourself, Billy.
Yeah, Kinsey in the 40s said there was 10%.
Was it 40s or 50s? That was 50s, but it could be the 40s.
It's the 48 through the 50s. The study started in 1948. Kinsey's study started, but he was saying 10%, and they're saying that's wrong. It was based on politics, not actual numbers. It was political leniency or duty bops on the tit wall. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, though, even still, let's say it's even 1%. It doesn't matter the number. The quantitative factors is irrelevant. The fact is that there are people that have different things that they are attracted to. So what?
Look, Steve,
people just make it into a hate group because of it. They want to, this person doesn't like women, therefore, we should try to marginalize them and take away their human rights. And I find that to be vile and morally reprehensible.
1 in 50 people are gay. 100% of people in that seat you're sitting in are gay.
Half, I'm sure you probably have half your audience is probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty, man. I attract gay people. They love me. Straight people love me too, though, because I got all the curves.
Do you have all the curves in all the right places?
Man, I'm stacked.
You're stacked.
I think there's like a bug or like a hair or something on this microphone. It keeps tickling my nose.
Yeah, no, I get that every so often too in my glasses.
It's fucking.
I get like a white hair, and then it maybe gets stuck, and then I'm like, yeah. But
oh man, Steve, I just farted in this sweltering room. When Ben walks back in here, it's going to be like
see if he
an
notices.
easy
See if he notices. See if he says anything.
Oh, okay. So yesterday he came in the room immediately after I cracked one off, and I didn't say anything. But he moved the garbage can over. He was like checking the garbage can to see if there's something foul in the garbage can, but it was my ass.
You didn't tell him?
No, no.
You find out now.
I just he won't watch this again. He's fine. And nobody's gonna clip this and send it in for the next episode as a hi Billy.
No, I'll keep our little
Nobody's gonna
secrets,
clip
man.
this as a hi Billy and send it in for the next episode. He'll never know.
I'll keep our secret.
And Morton Dave V8 says Billy's ass smells like garbage. No, but my farts smell like farts should smell. They're hearty. They're
Are they like the heavy sulfurous kind?
I don't know. Like I think they have like a sweet and tangy aspect to them. But
got a little bit of because they got some like kind of a pungency to it, like an aromatic type. Does it tickle the sensories in the
yeah,
nose?
a little bit. Welcome back, Ben.
Yeah. So should we keep watching the dumb shit this guy's saying?
I don't think we need to. I'm gonna get more water because if I'm gonna bake myself in this soup,
we got
I
to
need
get you to your goal. 'Cause It's
dehydrated.
hot as fuck in here, and I got things to do too. So
We're
let's
so
get you to your
close.
goal, guys. Come on. What you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you need to go to at any point, that's cool because you've already been. Yeah.
I've done my thing here, but I love hanging out with you guys.
I love you, Steve. This is pH balanced.
Have you seen those guys like smart water? It's like, oh, it makes you smart. It has water.
Water would make you smart for drinking it, right? Because it makes your body run at a higher.
Like ladies' speed stick.
Ooh, strong enough for a man.
Yep.
pH
balance for a woman.
I'll wear that shit if it works. I don't give a damn. You know, people mocked me one time because I was talking about the pink tax, and I got to tell you, that is a legit thing. Some people just don't think that it is, but the pink tax is a real fucking thing. Works for retail where you have a cosmetic section. Trust me,
razors that
it's
look
a
like
real
they're
thing.
branded for women are more expensive than.
That's absolute. I know for a fact.
It's interesting.
You know why?
Retail. Yeah.
Because they have to pay for the new branding.
No,
They have to
because
recoup the branding.
Women are more likely to spend money on certain things because of just aesthetics.
Yeah, so that's
demographic.
that's
People
called
that's
supply and
not sexist. It's
demand.
like, that's retail. People in business know this. It's not sexism. That's marketing. Do
Yeah.
I necessarily agree with it? Not so much, but
Steve,
if they want to.
What genders do you think that my Magic the Gathering commanders are?
Blue, white, green, black.
No,
and red.
genders, Steve, not
Those
colors.
are genders.
No, the Wooburg, the icons of the
You
Magic the
have
Gathering icons.
okay, the genders are undead, artifact.
I'm gonna pull out one card. I'm not showing it. I'm just saying, guys, if we hit our goal tonight, I'll show off my Magic the Gathering cards.
I don't know if they really care.
I think that might be why we haven't hit the goal yet.
Yeah, probably.
I have that much interest in it. Billy never wants to play Magic with me or anything like that. He doesn't go, "Hey, Steve, what are you doing? I want to play some Magic." He don't even fucking talk to me most of the time. I go to his Discord, and he just
Do you want to play Magic with me, Steve?
not really. But it's not be asked. It'd be nice to be asked. I don't know. I do. You know what? I do have fun in your Discord. I will tell you that. You do run a pretty good Discord.
Yes, Marcus Tritius wants to see these Magic the Gathering cards.
I'll tell you what, in the Discord, our voice chat is almost always has people in it, almost like 24 hours a day now.
Does it? I have to pop in more often.
Almost.
Are you talking about the DP voice chat?
Yeah, in the Discord, it's the general voice chat in there. There's 4 people in there right now. Sometimes I'll go in after the show starts and we'll get 15, 20 people in there.
I'll pop in every so often. I see. I usually just like I said, I see Billy doing some stuff, and I'll be like, I'll go hang out with Billy. He needs friends.
Thank you. Without spoiling what's in the deck, these are the colors in the deck, you guys. If you know, you know. Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened to my Magic deck. I probably long since lost it. I had a whole thing of them. I ran a blue-white control deck and a black-red burn deck.
Ooh. Control and burn. Those are my favorite.
Damn right. It should be.
Control's
They really
good. I got a black-red deck in my backpack, but I'm not going to whip that one out.
Those are brutal.
Whip it out.
Can't give too much.
Whip it out.
Can't give too much to kids.
Whip it out. Whip that shit.
Oh man,
it's hot.
Yeah, I put this hoodie thing on.
Why do you put it on?
Because I thought we'd hit the goal quicker.
I'm sweating. Yeah. So if you see on my brow here, so
I thought if I put this hoodie on, everybody would hit the goal quick so that I could take it off.
No, they just want to watch you suffer.
I know, now I'm frying.
He's dead. You killed him.
Locust God says, "What formats do you play, Billy?" I just built some commander decks. It's the only one.
Suffer and die.
Fuck, you're right. This was
Jesse Lee
prophesized.
Peterson is the prophet.
It was prophesized.
Yep.
I gotta get up to Seattle. I'm gonna be traveling some places, so maybe there's a chance. You know what? There was a flight that went to Seattle, then to where I'm going, but I was like, why the hell I gotta go all the way north to go east?
We should have a meetup, and we'll get like an Airbnb and have.
I would do that.
Have
Yeah.
you
Can I
have
bring
Hannibal and
Cheshire?
Monty come in? Have like everybody come. Pimp Monk invite Jeff. Everybody at the Airbnb, and then we'll live stream at the Airbnb, and then we'll do like a public meetup somewhere at a park, COVID style. Like a public.
I'm going to
meetup.
Atlanta. That's where I'm going, not Chicago. I'm going to Atlanta.
Excuse me, I burped right into the microphone like an asshole.
I've been to Atlanta before. Anything interesting in Atlanta?
I heard they have lemon pepper wings and Martin Luther King's
I'm in
tomb.
Atlanta for 90 minutes.
So you're not going to Dallas?
No, I'm going to Dallas too.
Oh.
On the way back, I went through Atlanta.
Who shot JR?
I'm going to Boston. Spending a week in Boston.
Boston.
So if you got any fans in Boston that want to stay the hell away from me, make sure
Boston.
they leave town when I get there.
Yeah, I got Boston fans that I'll share with you. I'll sprinkle you some Boston
Nobody
fans.
wants to hang out with me.
Steve, I literally got 7 people right now that will do whatever the fuck I tell them to in
people.
Boston.
He's got 7 stands.
I have 7 people in Boston that will
I got
do whatever I
fuck all
tell them to do.
man.
Like
I got a
literally, I'm
Cheshire
like,
for
guys,
half the shit. I wanted
guys,
to
go
do.
hang out with Steve. They'll go out and hang out with you, and they'll buy you beer, and they'll like jerk your dick off.
okay.
They're savage. They're savage.
where is this? Yeah,
They're
who are these?
sickos. They're my Boston sickos.
Damn. You got peeps all over. See, I thought you had no friends.
I could be greatly exaggerating my
Greatly.
Boston sickos, but
Let's watch this. This is interesting.
I do think it's important.
oh yeah,
For those of us in uniform to be open-minded and be widely read. And the United States Military Academy is a university. And it is important that we train and we understand.
You know what? I should play this other video that's longer that gives you more context because he's talking to Matt Gaetz right there.
yeah. You can play a longer version.
Yeah, I have it here. So
Isn't he being indicted or investigated or something?
In
He's
my
being investigated.
previous discussions with service members and particularly officers, I would
that
hear
head.
about complaints over parts not arriving on time, long deployments, and in my more recent discussions with those officers, the number one issue that they raised to me with concern, often unable to speak publicly for fear of the type of retribution that Lieutenant Colonel Lohmeyer faced, they say that your stand down regarding extremism did not help our military, it hurt the military. And I want to share with you that perspective.
That's worse.
That
That's worse than long deployments.
it caused service members to otherize one another. It impaired group cohesion. And interesting to me is that I've heard those sentiments most frequently from units that are majority-minority.
Majority-minority.
This was not particularly helpful, so I wanted to give you the opportunity to maybe share with us more specificity regarding the definitions that seem to be a challenge when Ms. Hartzler was asking questions. How should the Department of Defense think about critical race theory?
Could I make a comment, Secretary? I'm sorry.
So I guess he's asking the secretary here, but the general's there too, and he wants to say something.
I'm very limited on my time.
But first, the Secretary Austin.
General Mills.
Well, I just want to make a comment that the feedback
I know, but
I've gotten.
I've asked the question to Secretary Austin.
I don't know what the issue of critical race theory is and what the relevance here with the department. We do not teach critical race theory. We don't embrace critical race theory.
Good.
And I think that's a spurious.
Critical race theory is like the new boogeyman of the right.
Yeah, it's
like
complete
critical
bullshit.
race
It's
theory is mainly only taught at like the graduate level of universities.
Very few academics would ever take critical race theory seriously.
Right.
It is just I think it's just racism in a different form. It makes no sense. Now, does it some points in there that critical race brings up? Yes, of course. But any movement has things that you can go, yeah, okay, they have a good point here and there. But how they go about implementing it is just absurd.
Well, they're
and
doing
some of the things that they claim is absurd.
They're doing the think of the children bullshit and like
think of the children.
And creating this lie that they're trying to teach it in public schools.
No, it's college.
And
level
so
stuff.
we are focused on extremist behaviors and not ideology, not people's thoughts, not people's political orientation. Behaviors is what we're focused on.
I would like to yield some of my time to General Milley because I know that he had some comments that he wanted to make when Representative Gates was talking, as well as Mr. Waltz, about a similar subject of the stand down and race theory. Would you like a minute or so to comment on that? Do you remember what your line of questioning or thought was there?
Sure. First of all,
that's a lot of ribbons.
That's a lot. Yeah, Ben has seen some deployments.
On the issue of critical race theory, et cetera, I'll obviously have to get much smarter on whatever the theory is. But I do think it's important, actually, for those of us in uniform to be open-minded and be widely read. And the United States Military Academy is a university. And it is important that we train and we understand. And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white. And I want to understand it. So what is it that caused thousands of people to assault this building and try to overturn the Constitution of the United States of America? What caused that?
What caused
I want to
that?
find that out. I want to maintain an open mind here, and I do want to analyze it. It's important that we understand
That's
that
psychology.
because our soldiers, sailors,
that's cultism. That mindset, you have some leader that you have to protect at all cost, was the reason why these people felt empowered to get away with doing what they did, and they thought that Trump was going to pardon them. How wrong they were.
Pardon me?
Airmen, Marines, and Guardians, they come from the American people. So it is important that the leaders, now and in the future, do understand it. I've read Mao Zedong. I've read Karl Marx. I've read Lenin. That doesn't make me a communist. So what is wrong with understanding, having some situational understanding about the country for which we are here to defend? And I personally find it offensive that we are accusing the United States military, our general officers, our non-commissioned officers, of being, quote, woke or something else because we're studying some theories that are out there. That was started at Harvard Law School years ago, and it proposed that there were laws.
No.
It was almost Tucker-ish.
No.
In the United States, antebellum laws prior to the Civil War that led to a power differential with African Americans that were 3/4 of a human being when this country was formed. And then we had a Civil War and Emancipation Proclamation to change it. And we brought it up to the Civil Rights Act in 1964. It took another 100 years to change that. So look,
wrong.
I do want to know.
He's dunking
And I
on
respect
him.
your service, and you and I are both Green Berets. But I want to know.
Wait, you think he's wrong?
And it matters to our
He's
military and the
dunking.
discipline and cohesion of this military.
This guy? He's
And I
not
thank
wrong
you
at
for the
all.
opportunity
He's
to make a
dunking
comment.
on him. It's styling.
Okay.
Steve, get with the hip kids.
I don't know what the hell half you time what you
Get
say,
with the
man.
hip kids,
Just recently, I found out what it meant to check the oil. By the way,
I don't know who he was talking to when he said, "I respect your service," and you and I are both Green Berets, because Gates was not a Green Beret or.
I
even
think he
in the
might be
military.
talking to the
The other guy?
The
other
secretary?
guy. Secretary.
Yeah, he was. He was. They actually had to change a rule to let him be the defense secretary, because normally you have to be a civilian for a certain amount of years, and he hasn't been that for very long. So he technically wasn't eligible, and they kind of like voted on it anyway and let him have the job.
Yeah, because the secretary was saying
Really?
he didn't really agree with. He
Tell
didn't really
people what
agree
check
with
the
it.
oil means, because I didn't know what the hell that meant as a wrestling term.
Check the oil?
Is it a term you don't know?
As a wrestling term?
Yes.
Is that when you slam your finger up the guy's ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I thought
it's
that
a
was a real
rib.
thing,
It's a
and
rib. You
Brazilian
poke his
jiu-jitsu is an
asshole with
actual
your
move.
finger. Oh, it's not a move. It's
Well, they
what
don't. They don't penalize.
Well, it's what they
They
do
don't
to fuck
advocate
with
for
the
it either,
guy.
but-
It's what they do to fuck with the guy in the match. They'll do
Yeah,
an oil
exactly.
check if they're buddies or if they don't like each other.
the oil
They'll
check.
they'll do a little oil check. Usually, if you're buddies, you do that stuff to fuck with your friend, and if you're not buddies, you do that stuff to get the guy to fight you. But usually, the guy won't fight you. He'll get stiff in the ring and just throw some haymakers or some solid little duty bops.
Duty bops.
A couple duty bops.
I mean, like I said, I think this guy is spot on, except that I just think he may be not familiar with critical race theory. That really doesn't.
Well, he
address
didn't
any
say
of those
anything
things.
about critical race theory, right? He said.
Well, the other guy
The other guy said he didn't like the secretary said he didn't like critical race theory, right? And the general here says, well, I think that we should study these things regardless. We can look into what it takes to make people trounce onto the Capitol.
Sure, no, absolutely on that. Yeah, I completely agree with that. That's more sociology, I think.
Well, yeah, but he's saying, read these studies. We should be educated.
Read them. No, my only thing is I don't think it should be taught formally as something that is like academically sound.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Yeah,
that was the case. He said himself. I read this Art of War. I read Karl Marx.
Mao Zedong.
Yeah, Mao Zedong. And it doesn't make me a fucking communist.
Teddy Roosevelt.
No, absolutely. I think
he was like, "I'll fuck your mouth if the words communist come out of it directed at me." That's what the guy said.
Yeah, this guy is probably no fan of.
Guy said, "I'll force fuck your fucking mouth if you call me a communist."
Teddy Rubskin, you got your tailpipe in. Got your tailpipe in?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
we are less than $51 away.
Come on, $51 so I can wrap it up too.
So I can show off my Magic the Gathering cards.
Will you stop? No one gives a fuck about your Magic the
Gathering
cards. That's not true.
We got multiple Magic the Gathering donos.
Nobody cares.
If we get more Magic the Gathering donos, I will show off my commanders of my EDH.
You'll go commando for $51?
If somebody makes a donos about wanting to see my commanders, so we'll show them.
You got an
off.
OnlyFans, don't you?
I do have an OnlyFans. I don't upload to it though.
He just locked it down for him.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
The Second Amendment, from the day it was passed, limited the type of people who could own a gun and what type of weapon you could own. You couldn't buy a cannon. Those who say the blood of patriots, and all the stuff about how we're going to have to move against the government. Well, the tree of liberty is not water with the blood of patriots. What's happened is that there never been, if you wanted to think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons. The point is that there's always been the ability to rationally limit the type of weapon that can be owned and who can own it.
So is his defense of gun ownership having a right to defend yourself against a well-ordered militia or whatever? Is his defense saying, if you want to defend yourself from the government, you're going to need
He's saying there's always been limits on what you can have, and it's never been enough to defend yourself against the government.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean the government's going to run you down regardless. So you're not protecting yourself from the government. I do think it's a bit much.
The best way to defend yourself from the government is to just educate yourself, guys.
Yeah, you're not going to survive going up against the government with just some.
Just educate yourself outside of groupthink, guys, and you'll be able to beat the government hands down.
I have a right to own a thermonuclear fusion.
There we go.
Antimatter.
See, Nemrock. While we wait to finish this goal, Nemrock, I'm going to show off my commander.
No.
It's not just a commander, it's commanders, because I have partner commanders. So this is going to...
I tell you what, guys, make the goal, and Billy won't show his cards.
You can see it's a red-white deck. I have Rogrok, son of Roga, and Arden, the intrepid archaeologist, are my commanders.
So
you can see that.
So interesting.
You can see.
Y'all see?
You can see my commanders.
It's great.
Guys.
Y'all see?
So spoiler, it's a red-white deck. It's a red-white deck, guys.
I don't have any of my decks. So I can't even show them anything.
$41, 2 20s and a 1.
So close.
I do have this though. I went out a while ago for lunch, and some old man gave me this. Can you guys see that? Is that my green screen way to see it?
It disappeared. What is that? One of those?
Can't see it. Oh, there you go.
One of those asshole dollars the Christians give out instead of tips.
No, it's not. It's not even for that. It was like the Honorable Order of Kentucky Colonels.
Yeah, Kentucky Colonels. Colonel Sanders
on Spaceship Earth, we are all one. Our republic allows equality and the best chance of being our best selves. I just like that. And Spaceship Earth. For $1 million though, so
y'all see
it somehow. Yeah.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? The next dono we get, I'll show off the most expensive card in this deck. Well, there we go, Marcus Trinius. As I
You ain't
said,
got no Black Lotus. Shut up.
Black Lotus is not legal in Commander, but I do have very
You
close.
got a Mana Crypt.
Mana Crypt, 0 cost.
That gives you 2 to your mana pool?
Yeah, I got a Mana
Colorless?
Crypt. It's pretty.
Is that any
That's the most
any mana?
expensive card in this deck.
So 3 any mana color?
No, it adds. Black Lotus adds 3 mana of any color. You sacrifice it. This adds 2 mana. It's free, and on top of that, you can play it next turn too. Black Lotus you only do once.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal.
I'm telling you, that's. I feel honored just to know you that you have
And
that.
the Moxes, the come of Black Lotuses, the Moxes, they're banned, but I have a Mox Ember. And
Ben, do you realize we're in the midst of greatness here?
you can add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control.
All right.
And my commander, Rogrok, Son of Rogra, costs 0 to play. So it's effectively a Mox Ruby in this deck. You just get to play a Mox Ruby, turn 1, mana ramp.
All right, so my streaming software has frozen.
Oh no!
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end it, and we'll be right back in just a second here.
We'll be right back.
Any second now. And yeah, where the fuck is it?
Did we catch a dono while we were gone, or was that Marcus Trinius?
I don't know. We may have. I got to get Steve back up on.
It was Marcus.
So yeah, we're probably live now. So yeah, we restarted the software. Now we're back.
Billy broke it.
Yep.
Billy broke it.
It could not handle.
Broke it.
The awe.
Yeah.
I'm excited to say, guys, that
yes,
$10. Y'all see Key to the City. Y'all see. We're $25.34 away from hitting tonight's goal. If we can
The
get
streak continues.
Ben will zap himself while I show off
Magic
my cool
cards, you
magic
lucky
card.
bastard.
My cool magic card collection.
You get to brag about your
my
cool
deck, not my-
cards
not
while
my
I get to
deck.
zap myself.
Yeah, some people would say that I am the brain and you're the brawn. You put the muscle in. I put the thought
Okay.
in. That's
Many people would say that,
some
or
people-
you
some people
say
would
that.
say. Some people
One person, Billy, says it. That's it.
Some people would say. Marcus Trinius getting us $13 away from tonight's goal. Marcus, because you've been so cool about the magic card donos, I'm going to show my why I built this deck. Okay, as you can tell,
can't see.
I have Rogrok, Son of
Oh, you
Roga,
can't see
right?
it? Oh shit! Hold on.
And Arden lets me equip any creature before a battle. So I play Rogrok turn 1 or 2. I play this Colossus Hammer turn 1 or 2, and turn 3 when I play Rogrok or play Arden, Rogrok becomes a 10/11 trample, becomes a 10/11 trample first strike menace. It's so good. So he's when Rogrok, I can't pick up the right fucking card. I'm over here grabbing the
Many
wrong one.
people say that some people say poot poot poot.
Poop, 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 poop. There you go.
Now he has to show his cards.
Yeah, now I got to show off the whole deck. That's right. The 2 newest cards in this deck are my Valentine's Edition Boros Charm. Isn't that cute? Isn't that so
adorable.
cute?
It's adorable. It's
Little baby Boros Billy Charm.
it's adorable.
Isn't that so cute? And then my newest addition is I have this Urza's Saga Enchantment Land Saga. They help search out all my cool equipment and ramp cards. No big deal.
Wasn't expecting that.
Buddy, you're a poop boy, poop buddy. Poop buddy with a buddy boy poop.
Poot 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 poot.
You know what I'm saying? She said this. What the fuck is that nasty shit? And dude, I'm like, it's just my dick. She said, hey Josh, what the fuck's up with your dick thing? You know what I'm saying? And dude, I'm like, I'm proud of what I got, dude. You want my number? She said, and I quote, I farted. Yeah. Feel a little bit of extra, you know what I'm saying? Bit of that smell, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, you're not even the real. Get banned.
Watching Magic the Gathering cards and watching Ben basically fuck himself. with the electricity. I don't know, man. You guys are weird.
Yeah, it's just we're just doing a little poot, a little shock,
Little poo-poo.
magic
Did
cards.
you at least have a shot with that of something, Ben? Nope, he can't talk. He can't talk. He can't do it. The shit must hurt, man. I don't know how the fuck you guys do that. I don't like pain, man. I don't like pain. I do a shot, but not that kind.
Poop.
It's so hot too. So he's got the heat. He's got the electricity. He's got the jolt that just fries her for a few seconds. Anyways,
Steve, are you getting
Is this your
turned
second
on?
deck? What? But your cards?
Yeah, and Ben
Just the mana
coughing.
crypt.
That mana crypt was
Yeah, the
loading
two mana.
money.
It doesn't burn your card. So.
Poop.
What is today, anyways? It's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Saturday. Saturday in
Taking
the
tomorrow.
park.
Look at my schedule for tomorrow. I ain't got nothing. Nothing to do
It
tomorrow.
was the 4th of
God,
July.
day of rest. God said the seventh day shall be rested. I'm not doing anything. All the Jewish holidays today.
I gotta celebrate the first birthday of my youngest roommate, Joe's daughter.
Your youngest roommate.
Little baby roommate.
Well, this was fun, guys. Glad you
Yeah.
guys made your goal. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. We'll see you next
Thank you
time.
for hanging with us, Steve.
Of course. I always enjoy it. Just I'm getting a little faded.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
Stabby says Billy will never go visit Cobra. You don't know that, dude.
Stabby just talks bullshit
You don't
and
know
waits
that.
for us to respond.
I might
to
go
it.
visit Cobra.
They said I don't put in the work. I emailed him. He never he emailed me back once and then just ignored, stopped responding.
Want me to try to facilitate something? I'm pretty good at that.
I don't know. I hear he's really hard
What?
to nail down with that kind of stuff. You hardly ever see him do collaborating with people unless it's
Yeah.
people that live around him.
The deck's not that. It's not all foiled out. For those wondering, just only some foils.
Oh God.
Have a good night, Steve. Thank you for hanging.
Yeah, I'm gonna bug around. I'm gonna put myself out there real quick. If you want to come find me, check me out. But I'm doing a show with Cheshire on Monday. We have a different Ben joining us, Kyle's ex-boyfriend. Ben.
Oh God.
He's
That's
having
gonna
an
be
egg-
spicy.
Anything you want to ask him, and that's going to be amazing because I already know some of the answers to some of the questions that I'm sure he'll be asked. So 11 o'clock Pacific time on my channel. Come check it out. I think it's going to be good because it's going to be really good. All right, guys. Always a pleasure. Love your audience. You guys are amazing. Have fun.
Yeah.
How much to fly Cobes out to Seattle? That would be awesome.
Like I said, now that things are lifted, I am trying to travel more. I am spending a vacation, obviously, in a week in Boston with somebody. And then there's a few other places that I may want to hit. So, yeah, it's possible. It definitely is possible. Okay?
All right. Yeah, have a good night.
Steve. Steve McRae, everybody.
Oh man. So we'll stick around for a couple more minutes, but then we're.
Oh, I forgot I could take this hood off too. I was so busy with my magic cards.
I don't know why you said. I don't remember hearing you say that you were going to keep a hood on.
Yeah, I was.
Is your head all sweat? Yeah, it's all
I'm,
sweaty.
Sweaty boy.
Your head is all sweaty.
Sweaty boy. Ooh. I feel like a baked potato, you know, when you cook it in the aluminum foil.
Yep.
And then you take the aluminum foil off and it sweats. The steam sweats off the potato. Feels like me right now.
Dude, when I worked at Wendy's, I used to cook those motherfuckers all day. Throw like 20 of them into an oven.
Stabby says COVID is over. You have no reason not to do IRL streams. I got in a car accident and I fucked up my back. And now I'm having issues with my leg.
He's out of alignment.
They're eerily similar to 2015 when I couldn't walk for a year and a half. So I'm really trying to get rid of these and not push myself to go out and IRL stream.
He has the best luck.
Until I've healed myself. But yeah, I was planning on going back and doing IRL like literally Memorial Day weekend. That's when I got my car accident.
Damn.
We had the whole like week off. So I was like, I'm gonna use this week to go IRL stream, but I was fucked up. Fucked myself up.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm dying basically is what I'm saying. Play my Magic the Gathering card deck reveal at my funeral. That's all I'm saying. Please don't. Oh, bulging dicks. Oh, bulging discs. I don't know. The doctors did a fucking X-ray on me and said that they couldn't really tell if there was any spinal damage, but it didn't look like it would be from the car accident. So it could be an alignment situation.
You don't really have to get like an MRI for them to. Like I had an MRI on my spine, and I had this crazy test where they like stick needles into your muscles and listen to the like neurological signals. They can make them like audible, and they'll have you like push against something, and you could hear it like get louder as like that muscle tightens, and they test like the neurological response to all of your of all your muscles. I had that to see if I had like any spinal damage, like neurological damage.
How did I not crash? How did I crash not live streaming it? For one, the accident was 0% my fault. I was at the front end of a 3-car pileup on the freeway, 90 miles per hour, and the 2 cars ahead of me stopped short immediately, and I stopped without having to. The guy in front of me had to turn out of the lane because he was so close to hitting the guy in front of him. And I stopped with just enough space behind, like not to hit the guy in front of me, but the people behind me. I think the woman behind me stopped, but then the woman behind her like rammed full force into her and pushed her into me. So, you know.
Yeah. Or the alternate theory was he was texting and driving and caused the entire accident.
Not at all.
Mr. Barry, you gave a recorded statement saying...
My father's name is Mr. Barry. You can call me Daddy. Well, wouldn't that be great if they said that at the court? If they were like, Mr. Barry, I'd be like, my father's name is Mr.
In
Barry.
court? Like if the judge said that to you?
Yeah, my father's name is Mr. Barry. You can call me Daddy.
I would not say that to
That'd
a
be
judge.
so fucking funny, dude. That'd be so savage. How could I not say that now? Because everything's going to be recorded on court. Like, my father's name is Mr. Barry. You can call me Daddy. That's so funny.
You would go to
stupid.
jail.
You think?
Yeah,
They'd
you'd
have
be
to hold
found
me
in
in contempt. But they wouldn't hold. They'd have to, like, warn me first, right?
No. They don't have to warn you. They don't have to warn you. What?
Don't they have to be like, no, one more outburst out of you?
Dude, did you learn everything you know from movies or something? No, they don't have to warn you. There's literally there's nothing that says they have to warn you.
The joke is funny because Mr. Barry is my father's name. You can call me Daddy. I would call my father Daddy. It's the joke. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yes. So it's like there's layers to that shit, guys. I almost want to go to court just so I could pull that one off. What if they didn't call me Mr. Barry, though, in court? That'd fuck everything up.
Well, they probably would.
I hope so. But if the judge said anything, I'd be like, oh wow, he dead named me, and then I'd sue the United States.
You are in fucking sane.
I'd sue the United States for dead naming me.
You are fucking insane. You are fucking insane.
I'd be like, I
motherfucker.
requested a name, and
You are
he would
out of your
refuse.
fucking mind. Jesus Christ.
Good times.
It's like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I feel like I'm fucking crazy from being around this craziness
Isn't that
all the
great?
time.
I'm a reality
Because at the
sculptor.
beginning, he's just acting like he's crazy so he doesn't have to go to jail. But by the end of it, he is fucking crazy because he's forced to stay around all these crazy motherfuckers all the time talking their crazy nonsense.
We're reality sculptors, Ben. We can choose our own reality, and as long as we make it happen, it's our choice. It's our choice.
All right. This fucking show.
I'm going to take a pee. So
No, we're ending.
Let's
We're
end the show, and I'm going to pee while you end the show. Okay.
Good night,
guys.
everybody. We'll see you guys on Monday. We're doing a private show on Monday where we will burn alive. See you later.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.